Western New York State finds Buffalo's Bulls looking to remain in the MAC East chase with Chandler Harnish and the potent Northern Illinois Huskies. Last year's MAC West champs providing a very stern test. All right, can Buffalo use home cooking to get back in the win column? Northern Illinois, they seek a road win while bringing their A-game with them. Get your chin strap buckled up. It's Northern Illinois and Buffalo on the MAC Game of the Week. Marathon presents the Mid-American Conference Football Game of the Week. Come on inside UB Stadium, the home of the Buffalo Bulls on the campus of the University of Buffalo here in Amherst, New York. Stern test today for Jeff Quinn and his Bulls as Dave Doran comes in with the highly potent Huskies of Northern Illinois. Great to see everybody. Delighted you're here. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Michael Regai, former FBS coach Doug Graber with me. We know that Northern Illinois indeed has one of the most prolific offenses in the country. Doug, they're number one in the MAC. They average 39 points per game, close to 500 yards of total offense a game. But what they did in the second half last week against a very good Michigan football team is off the charts.
I'd say off the charts. 462 yards offense in the second half. 393 rushing. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? All of that in a 51-15 win over, again, Bill Cubitt's football team, excellent football team in which Northern Illinois trailed at halftime. Quarterback, the trigger man, highly decorated Chandler Harnish. He's fourth in the MAC in rushing at almost 100 yards per game. But, Doug, this is one of the most well-versed quarterbacks that we have in all the college game.
Well, he's an outstanding quarterback. I mean, he can flat throw the football, but he's a running back. He's 6'2", 220, runs a 4.5 40. He's an amazing athlete.
Buffalo's head coach Jeff Quinn has told us all week long, all right, they think they've got the defense to be able to track down Chandler Harnish and crew, and it starts with one of the tackle for loss leaders in all of the FBS. He'll hit you behind the line of scrimmage, Khalil Mack.
6'3", 248, runs a 4.5. He is an explosive football player. How he plays today will be key for Buffalo.
Sure. Jeff Quinn, though, also knows that offensively, Buffalo's got to generate support. Brandon Oliver, one of the very fine backs in the Mid-American Conference, looking to do that. Hang on, Northern Illinois, Buffalo at you next.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown. A familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs. We know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
Marathon is a proud sponsor of the Mid-American Conference. We back the MAC.
I'm a ref being chased out of town after the worst game of my career. You forget one down and the whole stadium turns on you. And if you have credit rate insurance, they may not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
The Mid-American Conference, a model for college athletics.
This afternoon's Mid-American Conference football game out of Western New York State, brought to you by Marathon, fueling the American spirit. Also by Vizio, delivering entertainment freedom for all. By the 2012 Chevy Silverado HD. Also by AT&T, rethink possible. By the Capital One Cup, learn more and check the standings at CapitalOneCup.com. By Ameriprise Financial, more within reach. Also by Vonage, sounds good. And by the 2012 ESPN National Golf Challenge. Go to ESPNGolf.com to sign up today. Beautiful, beautiful late Saturday, October afternoon, as we take a look at our Geico keys to the game. What about Northern Illinois, Doug Graber?
Well, certainly they have to man up on the road. They're 0-3 in their road games this year. They're undefeated at home. And, of course, they've got to get 40 points. They've done it in six of their 7 games so far this year. For Buffalo, somehow they have to limit the big plays and the rushing plays in this offense. NIU has had 17 runs of over 25 yards, and they've got to help their defense out offensively. They must control the clock.
As I said a moment ago, this is Chamber of Commerce style here in Western New York. Temperature expected to get up in the low 50s today, but no precipitation. The wind pretty much negligible. Let's play football. Mac West, Northern Illinois, of course, last year they went 8-0, perfect in the Mac West, but did not culminate it, did not win the championship as they lost to Miami in the MAC championship game. Buffalo, a young and improving program under head coach Jeff Quinn. Ready to go? Game on here in Amherst, New York, as this is Jeffon Gill from the 10-yard line for Buffalo's Bulls on that return. Gill running with power up over the 35-yard line, but we got that late flag flying in, and we'll have to get that squared away before we take the first snap of the afternoon. Don Willard with a white hat is your referee that we'll hear from right now.
Turn, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 15, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Negated what was a pretty strong return from Jeffon Gill.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if Buffalo, is to really be successful today, they have to control the football and help their defense out, no question.
That is Chaz Anderson, the young man that wears number 7, 222-pound senior. He was with Jeff Quinn at the University of Cincinnati as a backup, graduated from the University of Cincinnati, a degree in communications, and he's playing his final year here with his former offensive coordinator. This is Brandon Oliver, a name you're going to hear quite prominently today, as Oliver was stopped by Johnny Faustin. All right, let's take a look at our 5-hour energy starting lineups, brought to you by 5-Hour Energy. The no wait, no hassle way to a great morning. Marcus Rivers and Alex Newts have been outstanding receivers-wise. Matt Ostrowski making his 22nd career start on the left side of that offensive line is the bellwether there. Now run this jet sweep with Ed Young, the wide receiver. Young found some space for himself and angled his way out near the 25-yard line. But we got another flag over there, and we'll again hear from referee Don Willard.
I think probably one of the wide receivers holding. Often a problem on the jet sweep that takes so long to develop.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 32, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Brandon Oliver, that outstanding sophomore tailback, who was second in the MAC in rushing, got hit with that illegal block in the back.
Yep, and again, he's really not involved in the play. That was kind of a foolish penalty, and boy, I'll tell you now, the ball is all the way back on the 10-yard line. Not exactly what Coach Quinn had in mind to start this football game.
No, 2nd and 21 now. Chaz Anderson hitting 54% of his throws as you take a look inside that O-line of Buffalo. Play action Anderson. Going to air it out off the hands of Alex Newts. Big 6'4" sophomore wideout of Grand Island, New York. All right, let's flip it over. We'll take a look at our 5-Hour Energy starting lineups. No wait, no hassle way to a great morning for the Northern Illinois Huskies. Ron Newcomb, the ball Jefferson, Sean Progar, a lot of veterans there. Pat Schiller has been terrific at that middle linebacking spot. And in the secondary, Jimmy Ward, the free safety, has done a very, very fine job this year at running things back there in that secondary.
Yeah, that's a young secondary. Boy, they lost 3 great players in their secondary last year.
3rd and 21. Anderson will check down. Brandon Oliver will make the catch while sliding to the turf. He's going to bring up 4th and long. So penalties, one on the kickoff return, one on the jet sweep, hurts Buffalo's first offensive thrust.
Yeah, and Chaz Anderson is, as you can see right there, his first 2 throws, he had on the 2nd and long, he had him open on the sideline. He just overthrew it. That was a zone buster. So Northern Illinois is going to get great field position on their first possession.
Jacob Shum, who wears number 16, you see him standing at his goal line. Now boot this away. Hit it pretty well. Perez Ashford for Northern Illinois for the 41, and he got taken down right now. Buffalo special teams work by Alex Dennison, one of the young tight ends. Big hit on specials.
That's a great punt.
When we get back, we'll take a look at the trigger man, Chandler Harnish. Highly decorated, one of the best in the nation, the quarterback of Northern Illinois.
The Johnsons, right?
Yeah.
Which house is yours?
The one with the Silverado up front.
So, what do you do?
Well, nice.
And Bingo was his name.
For those who live life for a living, the Chevy Silverado. From worksite to home front, Chevy runs deep.
Verizon 4G LTE, America's fastest and most reliable 4G network in over 160 cities. Verizon, built so you can rule the air.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Hi there, I'm Jennifer from Cleveland Clinic, and I'm here with Dr. Josh Miller. Today's question comes from Florence. She wants to know, are there foods she can eat or exercises she can do to flatten her tummy?
Florence, it's really hard to target where you lose your weight, but for foods, it's really important that you eat high-protein foods and watch the carbohydrates like your breads, your pastas, your cereals. Also, when you're exercising, it's important to try to exercise 30 minutes a day, at least 6 days a week. That'll help burn those calories, and you'll start to see the results you're looking for.
Thanks, Doctor, and congratulations, Florence. You just won tickets to an upcoming game. And if you'd like to be a winner, just submit your questions to letsmoveit.org.
Dave Doran, former defensive coordinator at the University of Wisconsin, who playing very, very good football this year. In fact, Chandler Harnish and the Northern Illinois Huskies met those Wisconsin Badgers at Soldier Field in Chicago back in week number 2. The only time this year they did not, of course, put over 40 points on the board. So Chandler Harnish, as we said, Doug Graber, this young man making his 38th career start, and you're going to see one of the truly tremendous leaders at the quarterback position in college football. This is Jazz Hopkins on that toss sweep, and that Buffalo defense is there, making a stop for Buffalo defensively. Khalil Mack and crew. Let's take a look at their 5-hour starting lineups brought to you by 5-Hour Energy. Here's the skill guys: Martell Moore, Willie Clark, excellent as wide receivers. Trevor Olson making his 48th career start. He began as a true freshman. And Scott Weddage, that center, and Joe Pollock, also veterans along the offensive line. Jet sweep, and Perez Ashford, the wide receiver, gets the carry. He's tracked down as he hit the 42-yard line, which is going to bring up 3rd down and long. All right, this Buffalo defense, a 3-4 group. Stephen Means, one of the top tackle for loss. That's experts in the nation. Khalil Mack leads the linebacking crew, but Lee Skinner, Fred Branch, Jalil Verser, they are all very strong. And in that secondary, they lost Devontae Shannon and Dominic Cook, so it's a younger secondary with Najah Johnson leading the group. On 3rd and 8, Harnish's first throw of the afternoon got broken up, and we speak of that young secondary. And coming in to make a play for Northern Illinois is for Buffalo, Courtney Lester, that young corner making the deflection.
Well, you know, he's really their best corner. That's straight man-to-man defense, and you can't play it any better than that. He was all over it.
So a 3-and-out for the Huskies of Northern Illinois. As you take a look back in that deep spot for the Buffalo Bulls. There's Ed Young. Young is going to fair catch this. Bobble the football. Northern Illinois says they've got an instant change turnover, and that they do as Ed Young muffed that punt. Northern Illinois football.
Well, University of Buffalo lost their returner last week with Charles Jackson out. That's the first punt ever for Ed Young, and he put it on the ground. First punt return.
Yeah, very devastating loss. Terrell Jackson, wide receiver and punt return man, kickoff return man extraordinaire. In fact, the record holder in kickoff return yardage here at the University of Buffalo. 3 weeks ago today, we saw this very same thing that beset the Temple Owls return game. Toledo's Rockets took it to their advantage, put 14 points on the board. Buffalo's defense got to get right back on the football field. Jasmine Hopkins losing his footing as Hopkins was being chased by Jalil Verser. Verser 6'6", 245, and we've already seen him track down 2 plays with his speed.
Yeah, both of these outside linebackers, Verser and Khalil Mack, I mean, boy, they are tremendous. Verser 6'6", 245. Shockingly, no option plays yet by Northern Illinois.
Now they'll run out of the pistol. Harnish off play action. Being chased, and that throw is incomplete. Well, Chandler Harnish was under some duress as Stephen Means, who leads this squad in sacks. In fact, he's top 10 all time at Buffalo in sacks. Big number 40, 260 pounds, was launching himself at Harnish.
Well, this is a fabulous start for defensive coordinator William Inge's defense. I mean, they have been all over everything that Northern Illinois. Now look at this. Northern Illinois, 5 wide receivers on the field, and they give you every personnel grouping that you could possibly get.
They're going to go empty with a 5 wide. Harnish will throw the fade. He was looking for his wide receiver, Martell Moore, and that throw never got there. So nice stop by the Buffalo Bulls defensively.
Absolutely fabulous start for this Buffalo defense. And the 3-4 defense, if you've not seen it much, which Northern Illinois has not, creates a lot of problems.
Matthew Sims, you saw the numbers. This will be from 41 yards from the left hash out of the hold of Ryan Neer, the punter. And it got blocked. Buffalo's defense coming up huge. They force a 3-and-out. Northern Illinois is close to the red zone and get the field goal block as well to keep Northern Illinois off the board. We'll identify where it came from in the middle of that field goal squad for Jeff Quinn when we come back.
I am 100% certain that I am overpaying for my home phone.
Trust me, it's a lot of money. I feel like I'm getting duped. Surprise, you owe this much this month.
I discovered Vonage. I was like, okay, thank God.
Isn't it time you stopped paying too much for your home phone service? Sign up for Vonage now and call anywhere in the U.S. and Canada for one low flat monthly rate. Go to Vonage.com or call now.
I'm Cheryl Roberts, and this is the last bill
before I switch to Vonage.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
Shall we?
mention that this is a murder investigation?
You think it's too much? Well, this is getting better and better.
See that? It was a two-hander.
You can handle it?
Come here.
I love you, Dad.
All right, here's spot shadow as we take a look. This is from the Buffalo left side defensively on this field goal block squad here. Coach, what do you see?
I see number 34 getting great penetration right there. Definitely it was Colby Way. They got his right hand up and got a piece of that football. Great penetration.
Colby Way, possibly. Number 34 looked like in the middle of that. So great job by the camera crew. All the guys in tape as well. Director David Tasca. Excellent stuff. Now Buffalo with Chaz Anderson on that keeper. Anderson, the best thrust of the afternoon so far in this, the second series. So Anderson again, a young man from Pickerington, Ohio. He was the Division II Ohio Player of the Year. And, well, he was one of 4 or 5 quarterbacks that Jeff Quinn and head coach Brian Kelly had to play because of injuries at Cincinnati.
Brought a lot of stability to this offense and veteran leadership. And, there's a veteran right there, Brandon Oliver, getting the first down. First down of the football game for either football team.
We're going to call his name a lot today. We were teasing Jeff Quinn and offensive coordinator Alex Wood. Doug, Brandon Oliver, this 5'8", well put together, 200-pound sophomore out of Miami, he averages 25 carries a game. He's had a season high of 34. There off that inside handoff, though, he is taken down to the ground as Northern Illinois' defense comes up strong. Here's Brandon Oliver with the 4 100-yard-plus games. That's the second best, of course, behind Bernard Pierce in the Mid-American Conference.
Yeah, watching him on tape yesterday, he's really, really strong. And you know what? I'd get the football to him as much as I could, too, if I was Jeff Quinn.
Jeff Quinn does. Second down and short now. I was calling second down at 12 after that first down carry. Now set up screen left, and this is Brandon Oliver. You see him lower those pads and bang his way out over the 40-yard line. Making the stop defensively for Northern Illinois is Ron Newcomb, who wears number 96, that D-tackle.
Oh, just a simple little screen. Let's take a look at the blocking down the field. Number 2, very good job.
Marcus Rivers, that big 6'5", 220-pound senior. Let's call it third down and 6 now with 3 wide for Chaz Anderson. Pressure coming. He'll set up screen again. Brandon Oliver. Outstanding grab, and he's got that first down as he hits the midfield stripe. Oliver had to extend with the right hand, and Anderson made sure that no one could get that football but Brandon Oliver.
Well, this is a slow screen now. It's not the same screen they ran the previous play, but again, this is what they have to do. Again, take a look at the blocking down here, downfield. Wow, what a hit on the sideline.
On his first down call, straight isolation power handoff to Brandon Oliver, trying to follow the blocks of Jason Carlson, that 310-pound left guard, and Graham Winery, who's making his 19th career start. Big 300-pound center.
And this is really the kind of throwing offense that Buffalo executes. Everything is underneath, short throws, screens. Very rare for them to throw the ball down the field.
Second and 9 now. Northern Illinois puts 8 in the box. Anderson flushed out of that pocket. This is Chaz Anderson, got a terrific block out here on the edge. Big number 98, Rashad Jean, a 270-pound junior. They moved him over to the offensive side of the ball. He made a terrific block for Chaz Anderson to get to the corner.
He really did. Let's take a look at it here. And again, Chaz Anderson's very athletic. And watch Gene get up right there. What a good block that really cleared the way. Third, about 3.
You get excited over that, don't you? Coaches love that when big fellas get those blocks out on the edge.
Especially 270-pound big fellas.
3rd and short. Brandon Oliver first down with that tough running inside. Oliver inside the 40. Oliver finally got taken to the ground. There's your block again.
Oh, yeah. Just what the doctor ordered now for Jeff Quinn. His offense has to control the ball and keep it away from that volatile Northern Illinois offense.
Volatile, I like that. Boy, did they get a big boost, the Buffalo Bulls offense, by that defense that after the turnover kept Northern Illinois up the board. Blitz coming off play action. Chaz Anderson's throw came up short. He wanted Marcus Rivers, the 6'5", 220-pound senior from nearby Lackawanna, New York.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure here, right up the pipe on the blitz, right there. And of course, that was Pat Schiller that brought the heat.
Now keep an eye on number 53 in white today. 5th-year senior, 235-pounder. He was one of the many 5th-year guys who were last class recruited by Joe Novak, the tremendous Northern Illinois head coach.
Illegal substitution, 12-minute formation, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
That won't make Jeff Quinn happy.
No, that's one of the real dangers of, and both of these teams switch their offensive personnel almost every snap. And that can happen. It has to be perfect on the sideline because now they had 12 on the field. And of course, obviously, that's a penalty every single time. They don't miss that call.
That's going to bring up 2nd down, and let's call it 15. That line to make is just inside the 30-yard line of Northern Illinois. Anderson give the football to Brandon Oliver. Football's loose. Northern Illinois says they've come up with what might be the 2nd turnover of the opening quarter on Buffalo. We'll wait and see. They do. 2nd time that Buffalo has put it on the deck, and Northern Illinois has got a defensive stop.
First fumble of the year. Take a look at it. First fumble of the season for the Buffalo offense.
Yeah, that initial hit, by the way, came from Jimmy Ward. Watch 15 right there, Doug.
Yep.
Out of Mobile, Alabama, the sophomore. So Jeff Quinn's got a good drive going, and as you said, very uncharacteristic, not only for Brandon Oliver, but for this Buffalo football team putting it on the ground.
Yeah, they've only had 5 turnovers all year, and that's the 6th, of course. And boy, when you're on the 40-yard line going in, and again, you just don't want to give the football to this Northern Illinois offense.
They'll line up in the pistol. Chandler Harnish on that tight reverse, and this is Perez Ashford. Ashford only got a couple as he was forced to the boundary. Now Ashford on his 2nd carry of the football game.
You know, this Buffalo defense, now all week they've been looking at tape of that performance against Western Michigan, and I'll tell you what, that'll scare you as a football player.
Sure will.
And it certainly got their attention.
Again, it's worthy to note. They trailed at halftime last week at home, did the Huskies of Northern Illinois. They put up 38 points and 422 yards of total offense. How about that as Chandler Harnish, Jalil Verser, he wanted to throw that bubble screen at Jalil Verser, 6'6", 245, extended and said, I'm putting this football on the ground.
Yeah, these 2 outside linebackers, take a look at it. That's what 6 is. That's why coaches want big, tall guys playing on the perimeter, for that reason right there.
How about Verser? He's made a difference already, been a factor. He had 11 career hits, 11 career tackles, his career high. A little bit earlier this year at Ball State. We got whistles to stop this on this 3rd and long.
Ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. The previous play is under further review.
I mean, I definitely thought it was a pass. Obviously, they're going to see if it was a backward pass. But I think I would be shocked if this was overturned. Let's take a look at it right here. Take a look at the angles. Now, that's definitely a forward pass. I don't see this replay taking too long.
It shouldn't. Nathan Palmer, that intended receiver, as they set up that bubble screen. But again, Jalil Verser.
But these two outside linebackers for the Buffalo Bulls.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It's third down.
These two outside linebackers, are they ever playmakers?
Yes, they are.
Mack and Verser. Wow.
We spoke with William Inge, the very fine defensive coordinator of this Buffalo Bulls squad under Jeff Quinn. You could tell he's very, very enthused about a young defense that's starting to fly around to the football, trying to make things happen. Yeah, they got steamrolled last week by that Temple run game. There's no question about that. Jeff Quinn, first one to tell you that. Harnish will step up and throw that fade, and it is caught. Nathan Palmer on that grab as he adjusted to the football beautifully. He beat Isaac Branch, the strong safety.
Yeah, man to man. And take a look at it right here and watch the adjustment that 81 makes right there on the football. That was good coverage.
The Bulls 24.
Boy, Harnish, he's amazing. He is a quarterback and he is a running back all at the same time.
Again, out of the pistol, this is the tailback, Jazz Hopkins. 180-pound senior out of Stanley, North Carolina. He played behind the tremendous Chad Spann a year ago. We're delighted you're with us as we're inside UB Stadium here in Amherst, New York, Northern Illinois, from the MAC West, Buffalo's Bulls from the MAC East. With Doug Graber and all of our crew, I'm Michael Regai as Chandler Harnish continues to be, as we said, one of the most prolific quarterbacks in all of college football. Harnish going to pull that down now and keep the football, and got back maybe to near the line of scrimmage.
I am absolutely shocked that we have not seen any option football yet in the first 3 possessions for Northern Illinois. That's what they do best. Obviously, they're concerned about running it against the 3-4.
Well, the 3-4 maybe has something to do with that. With that young man right there, Khalil Mack, we mentioned his tackles for loss, ability to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. We've already seen Jalil Verser today. There's the two outside linebackers, right? At 3-4.
And the concern would be those two outside backers crashing the mesh point in the option, which, and of course, you want two to crash it there, the two.
On 3rd and 10, again, Harnish the fade to Nathan Palmer. He had it in his hands and couldn't secure it. Oh, Nathan Palmer had 6, and it slipped through his hands as Joe Petit was in coverage, but Palmer had a step in the end zone.
Well, they're very fortunate right here because that's a mistake by the cornerback. He's got help to the inside. He's playing man-to-man. He's got to play outside and force the receiver back inside. That's a mistake, or they got away with one right there.
Matthew Sims had Colby Way knocked down, blocked his 41-yard attempt from the other hash a moment ago. 40 yards from the right hash. And line drive shot is right there. He hit it, did Matthew Sims, to put Northern Illinois on the board. 14-19 now on the year. As Northern Illinois capitalizes, although they know they should have had more, as it slid through the hands of wideout Nathan Palmer.
It's time to score double points.
Papa's in the house.
Get double points every day to earn free pizza fast with Papa Rewards at papajohns.com.
The best way to kick off game day is with a better pizza, a Papa John's pizza.
Plus, get a large Works pizza or a Tuscan 6 cheese. Your choice, just $11 each. Get double points every day at papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
The official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown, a familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs, we know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
Marathon is a proud sponsor of the Mid-American Conference. We back the MAC.
I'm Al Pamati at Al Pamati Ford. Because of our large sales volume, we have to be aggressive on our pricing.
Our best price is your choice. For just $199 a month, you can drive home a brand new 2012 Ford Escape or a new 2012 Ford Fusion.
At Al Pamati Ford in Melrose.
I'm in the honors program here at NIU. The Honors House is a place where honors students can live together. I lived in the Honors House as a freshman, so I got to meet people right off the bat. I was with students who were in the same kinds of classes as me. So living in the Honors House just meant I had that group to start off with. Living with other honors students made all the difference in my experience, so why go anywhere else?
Northern Illinois University. Learning today.
Leading tomorrow.
I'm Al Pamati at Al Pamati Ford. Because of our large sales volume, we have to be aggressive on our pricing.
For just $100 down and only $169 per month, you can drive home a 2010 Ford Focus. $100 down and only $169 per month.
At Al Pamati Ford in Melrose Park.
A look at some of the offense for Northern Illinois. Receiving core, Nathan Palmer, Perez Ashford, Marcus Grady. They put 3 on the board. As we remind you and get all of you golfers at attention, like my partner Doug Graber. Online registration now open for the 2012 ESPN National Golf Challenge. Log on to ESPNGolf.com to sign up. Find a participating course near you. Gotta love this Saturday in the month of October here in Western New York State. Dave Doran. And we mentioned now, worth noting too, I mean, Doran, the 4-year defensive coordinator at the University of Wisconsin. That was the assignment earlier this year, week 2 at Soldier Field for Northern Illinois. And Doug, it was the only game, you mentioned it, they put 7 points on the board. The only time they've been held under 40 this year by the defense that Doran, now the head coach at Northern Illinois, coached all year long. As this kickoff return is Jeffon Gill of Buffalo's Bulls. Gill's still alive as he bounces his way near the 35-yard line. All right, first close to 10 minutes of this football game has been certainly one that's been dictated by Buffalo putting the football on the ground twice and turning it over. Doug, there's the differences from this year, though, to last.
Incredible difference. And, of course, I knew as soon as we talked about it that they would have a turnover, which they have. But amazing job of hanging on to the football, especially primarily by Brandon Oliver. And, of course, he is the one that did get it stripped on their last possession.
See what Chaz Anderson and Buffalo's Bulls have in mind in their third possession of this opening quarter. Anderson to go to work up top, and it delivers that ball beautifully right on the hands of Marcus Rivers running that sideline route. That's 15 yards and a first down for Chaz Anderson.
Yeah, this is what I saw yesterday.
Anderson to go to work
accurate with all of the underneath throws. Not a great, what I would call down the field thrower, but he is accurate underneath. Out cuts, inside cuts, hooks, curls, very good.
Out of the eye, this is Brandon Oliver. Oliver compact at 5'8", about 200 pounds, but you see Northern Illinois stacking that up. In on that initial hit for Northern Illinois, big Ronnie Newcomb, number 96, and his running mate Nabal Jefferson, number 99. Those two defensive tackles in the 285 range.
Well, Northern Illinois has had some problems on defense this year, and they felt that Jay Neiman, their coordinator, felt they really played well last week, especially in the second half.
Brandon Oliver running that stretch play off the left side. Oliver got a tough 3. But you know, Doug, when we say Northern Illinois defensive problems, in the first 5 games of the year, they gave up 39 points a game and 500 yards per game. They've really cut that back, only 16 points a game, and the total yards down to 194 in the last 2 against Kent State and Western Michigan.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, they did play Wisconsin. They lost on the last play of the game, 45-42 to Kansas, at Kansas in their second game of the season.
Yeah. They also got beat as well at Central Michigan. Pressure coming now. Chaz Anderson keeping that play alive. Anderson gonna throw deep to Alex Newts, who went up the ladder and made the grab near the 13-yard line to make it the 14, where the football will be spotted 28 yards. How about the way that Chaz Anderson with the legs kept the play alive?
Well, they had him. I mean, they got him dead to rights. Take a look at Newts here running around, and he makes a nice adjustment. See, that's the adjustment on Anderson's scramble. That's a great job by the quarterback and receiver both.
31st grab of the year for Alex Newts. He's over 400 yards this season. A couple of TDs, averaging better than 13 a catch.
You know, when your quarterback scrambles, that's exactly what Lutz had to do. He had to break off the route, turn it up to the side, to the direction of the scramble. He did it beautifully, and of course the defensive backs lose him in the process. And a pretty darn good throw by Chaz Anderson down the field. Take a look at it again. He's got eyes in the back of his head. That was a nice little jump move right there. And a pretty darn good throw. Of course, Lutz is wide open.
Sean Progar kicking himself a little bit. The outstanding 260-pound fourth-year junior had him in the sights. All right, take a look at the total offense. 93% between a couple of guys. Your quarterback, Chaz Anderson, tailback, Brandon Oliver.
Well, boy, like we've talked about earlier, that Jeff Quinn does not take Mr. Oliver out of that game too often.
Jeff Quinn started with Brian Kelly at Grand Valley State in Division II, and then out to Central Michigan, the University of Cincinnati in the Big East, and now here back in the MAC as a head coach in Buffalo. Football on the ground again, and Chaz Anderson was able, along with center Graham Winery, to be able to get that secured. Jeff Quinn, though, again, very uncharacteristic of this Buffalo squad this year.
Yeah, I talked to Jeff Quinn. Well, you know what? He never got the snap when he took us. That's all on Chaz Anderson. Took his eyes off the ball and snap. But we asked Coach Quinn how you did this, how you eliminated all the fumbles, and they said, hey, it was just emphasis all last winter, last spring, this fall.
Toss and 5, second and 15. Run toss sweep. Brandon Oliver. Guess who? Sean Progar. Where's number 95? This is the young man who leads Northern Illinois on the sack side, the tackle for loss side, and he's got another one right there, tackle for loss, that is.
Yeah, and no question. I mean, he is the bell cow for this Northern Illinois defense. He is the leader, and he plays the end spot. But most of the time, he goes to the tight end, and that's exactly what they're trying to run the power to the tight end, and Progar absolutely stuffed it on his own.
Ardette Young will come in, 4 receivers set now with Oliver offset. Third down, 15. Line to make down inside the 5. Anderson going to come middle underneath. Pass was caught by Marcus Rivers, but it's going to be about 8 yards shy of the line to make. So time to get the field goal unit out for Jeff Quinn in Buffalo.
That's a good play, though, because it puts they're kicking into the wind, and it puts that field goal team much closer, puts Peter Farden much closer here with a good angle for a soccer-style kicker from the left hash.
The Australian, 29 years of age, came into this program as a 26-year-old, a former rugby player. From that left hash, Farden got a lot of leg on it, and he will split the uprights. Peter Farden with that field goal make to tie things up for Buffalo's Bulls. So the exchange of field goals here in the opening quarter. Matthew Sims delivering for Northern Illinois, and now Peter Farden connecting for Buffalo's Bulls.
Well, this series now will be, I will really be interested to see if Northern Illinois gets back to running their base option offense. Take a look at that.
Yeah, Marathon Fast Stats brought to you by our good buddies at Marathon. Yes, no, that is not, you're not misreading it. That is not miscalculated. Only the 11th time, Doug, in football bowl subdivision history, a quarterback has thrown for over 200 and ran for over 200 in the same football game.
Absolutely incredible, and most of it in the second half, especially the rushing part of it. And 393 yards rushing in the second half against Western Michigan.
It's amazing. It's a very good Western Michigan football team, as we know.
And that really shook things up in the MAC West.
Oh, it certainly did. It certainly did. And the MAC West, as we will get to a little bit later on, it is very tightly bunched up with Toledo at 3-0 on top of things right now. And this Northern Illinois kickoff return for the Huskies coming from Tommy Lee Lewis, who wears number 80 with his 5th kickoff return of the season. And Northern Illinois and Chandler Harnish will start from the 26-yard line, and we have not seen any option football yet from Harnish. They love to run the pistol, with Jasmine Hopkins. There you see number 25. A lot of times he's offset here, but a lot of times he'll be in that pistol. But no option yet for Northern Illinois. Harnish had it knocked down as he wanted to gun that quick out. And knocking that football down for Buffalo's defense was Stephen Means. Means at one side and Jalil Verser on the other. Very active.
Yeah, took it. It means watch him. Nice job of protecting his legs and getting his hands up there. Boy, the quarterback's best friend are those defensive ends in the three-step drops by the quarterback.
Chandler Harnish, but 1 of 7 here in the opening quarter. Middle screen. Almost had that picked off. What's the biggest reason that Northern Illinois' offense, now again, we're only talking about the first 14 minutes of football, but Chandler Harnish has not looked comfortable yet with this prolific Husky offense?
Well, again, I can't emphasize enough how difficult it is for an offense when they play 4-3 teams all the time. Now you got a 3-4 defense. It changes all your rules, changes your option assignments, changes everything.
See a lot of moving around too, a lot of activity, flip-flopping sides for Buffalo defensively. 3rd and 10 for Harnish. Drop the football. Harnish with all kinds of time, and it was broken up beautifully.
Josh Copeland, the safety.
Free safety. Copeland coming out of the secondary, knocked it away from Nathan Palmer. 3 and out, Northern Illinois.
I am absolutely amazed at this performance by the Buffalo defense. I mean, they have Northern Illinois, the most prolific offensive team in the MAC, totally out of sync.
You could hear the confidence, though, in our conference call with William Inge, the defensive coordinator of Buffalo earlier this week. Very confident coach. Flags fly as Ryan Nair will get that punt away. Going to scoot inside the 20, but we got a flag over here. Somebody jumped. It either was a false start movement on Northern Illinois or Buffalo encroached around that line of scrimmage, I would think.
Yeah, well, it won't be a first down for Northern if it's against Buffalo.
It's going to go against Northern Illinois.
Yeah, this team is totally out of sync, and I'll tell you what, losing to
illegal formation, kicking team, more than 4 men lined up in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, repeat 4th down.
None of the return guys for Buffalo has ever caught a punt in a game, and that is scary when you're Jeff Quinn. In losing Terrell Jackson, they lost their return guy, and none of these players have any experience, and I'll tell you, it shows. They're nervous back there, and they fumbled one punt and really misplayed that one. Ed Young, boy, I tell you, they've got to get him settled down back there.
Yeah, his first opportunity, he muffed and turned it over. 202-pound senior out of Fort Worth, Texas. He's going to fair catch again. And this time will secure it and put it away at the 37-yard line. So nice operating position for this young man, Chaz Anderson. All right, Doug Graber mentioned at Pickerington High School he was the Division II Player of the Year in 2006. He started a couple of times for Brian Kelly and Jeff Quinn at the University of Cincinnati.
Yeah, and I think it's a great rule that the NCAA put in. The same case for the Rivers kid at Wisconsin who transferred. If you graduate in 4 years, you're allowed to transfer and be eligible and start on your master's. He graduated. He was not here last spring. Graduated. Got his degree in communications and working on his master's here now. And he's been terrific for this Buffalo program. Really brought some stability, showed all these guys the kind of work ethic you have to have as well.
Referee Don Willard is over here in the Northern Illinois sideline. He was talking to head coach Dave Doran. Seemed to be a little bit of confusion. They've got the football spotted where Ed Young fair caught it at the 37.
Holding. Receiving team, number 43. The foul occurred at the line of scrimmage. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 4th down.
Wow.
The young man with the white University at Buffalo baseball hat. There you just seeing him there with a neck brace. There's Terrell Jackson. Very unfortunate last week. Sustained that neck injury on a kickoff return against the Temple Owls. He'd been the career leader in kickoff returns at the University of Buffalo. And Of course, Jackson, his football season and his career, and now the fifth-year senior done at Buffalo. Re-kicking it again, and this time it is a beauty that is drilled down there, and Young dropped the football once again. Buffalo is saying, Marcus Rivers is saying that Young got back on it, and the officiating crew will agree. Oh boy, Jeff Quinn is probably with his, and it's because of this young man, Terrell Jackson, not able to assume that role.
Yep, and I think you've got to get Ed Young out of the football game. He doesn't get squared up on it. See, he does not get squared up on the ball. That's inexperience as a punt returner right there. Very fortunate to get that football back. When you don't have confidence back there and you lose a guy like that, you've got to make a change here, I believe.
We'll see how that proceeds with Jeff Quinn. But again, our best wishes to Terrell Jackson. Outstanding young man in this program. Sure it is. Sure it is. We saw a neck injury last night in college football in the Louisville Cardinals squad. Chaz Anderson will fire that quick in, and he's got Marcus Rivers. That'll move the sticks. Rivers making his third catch of the afternoon, 37th on the year. First down, Buffalo.
Nice job by Alex Wood, the Buffalo offensive coordinator, veteran coach, many years in the NFL. He knows what his quarterback can do, and he's given him those opportunities.
Clock moving, 10 seconds left in this opening quarter. Back to the ground game. Brandon Oliver's second level has come free. Terrific run by Brandon Oliver out near the midfield stripe. That's 21 yards and a big first down as the clock hits triple zeros. Buffalo's Bulls trying to secure the football. They have kept Northern Illinois' prolific offense at bay. We're tied at 3 after 1.
You need power and skill to play in Division I college sports. But to be the best takes spirit, courage, and a unity of purpose to which many aspire, but few can claim. It's a new year and a new competition to determine the best in men's and women's college sports. With $400,000 in student-athlete scholarships at stake, the Capital One Cup, the race starts now. To learn more, go to CapitalOneCup.com.
Okay, here's your room key. The crib is already there.
Great.
Thank you so much.
We provide great service so you can stay you. Holiday Inn Express. Stay you.
Today's trivia question, what's the hardest play in baseball?
The unassisted triple play.
The unassisted triple play.
Stay smart and book smart. Book early and save up to 20% at any Holiday Inn Express. Stay you.
I'm not a morning person. Janie, though, happy, active. It's not natural. At least I used to think that. Then I found 5-Hour Energy. I couldn't believe the difference it made. Amazing. Coffee never did this for me.
What are you doing?
Had a 5-Hour Energy. Thought I'd join you. Janie really noticed. Am I a morning person now? I'd say we're on speaking terms, which is more than I can say about
5-Hour Energy, the cure for mornings.
I'm Rick Stoddard. That's my wife, Marie. She died from smoking cigarettes. She was 46 years old. 46. Now I look back on our lives together and I just keep coming back to, she died at 46 years old. I guess I never thought of 23 as middle-aged.
For free local resources and support, call 1-866-QUIT-YES.
On the next How I Met Your Mother. If any of us is going to eat a burger tonight, it's going to be the best burger in New York. The gang's on the hunt for the city's best burger.
I think I just had my first burgasm.
I want to take this burger out to dinner, then maybe a movie, then take it back to my place. And then I will just fool around a little bit. Nothing serious, just take it slow, you know?
On the next How I Met Your Mother, Monday at 6 on My 50 Chicago. Together, they're perfect.
Talking about us?
Bones, tonight at 5 and 6 on My 50 Chicago.
Very entertaining entertaining first 15 minutes of football as Brandon Oliver, this outstanding tailback at the University at Buffalo, back at work. Michael Reghi, Doug Graber, 3-3 tie. All right, look, Buffalo's defense ranked 10th in the MAC overall, but they've been flying around, extremely active, terrific. If they hadn't put the football on the ground twice, turnover-wise, they'd probably have a first-quarter lead.
Absolutely. I mean, they have held Northern Illinois to 1 first down in the first quarter, and they have 7 offensively. Amazing. And, you know, and Buffalo's been good at home. Northern Illinois has been very poor on the road. It shows so far.
Yeah, very surprising, though, that you know, you expect it to click in, and I'm sure that Jeff Quinn, his defensive coordinator, William Inge, feel the same way. But right now, give the big advantage to Buffalo defensively. Bulls with the football right now after that big 21-yard bolt a moment ago from Brandon Oliver.
Boy, good field position here, right at midfield.
Anderson on that 3-step drop. Look out. He got that throw to Alex Newts. Oh, but he had pressure coming off that corner with Johnny Faustin, although Anderson was able to fit that in. How do you assess Chaz Anderson with his first quarter after the transfer here from Cincinnati?
He's been great. He's made accurate underneath throws. That's what he does. His one big scramble really set up the field goal. It made a great play on the scramble. He's been excellent.
For 6. Anderson will set up screen. Brandon Oliver with room. A lot of real estate. Brandon Oliver inside that 30-yard line. Third time today they've run that screen from Anderson to Oliver.
Well, and the screen has been very, very effective, and a nice job. This is a slow screen now. Second time they've run it. Take a look there. That is big number 7. That is Gökhan Okan, the big young man from Turkey. He came here when he was 6 years old. But excellent, excellent play calling by Alex Wood, the offensive coordinator. And here we go. Timeout.
Yeah, Doug, Northern Illinois is going to get a timeout as they saw some things and the way they were lined up that they were not happy with. And Dave Doran again. Doran's entire coaching career is on the defensive side of the football, and the stops that he has made, and most notably with Brett Bielema at the University of Wisconsin, will put their undefeated mark here in 2011 on the line tonight in Spartan Stadium in East Lansing in a rather gigantic clash in the Big Ten. Dave Doran, though, here today having problems getting his offense moving against Buffalo's terrific defense. All right, college basketball fans, don't miss out on all the action as 8 Division I men's hoop squads compete in the 6th annual Old Spice Classic in Orlando, Florida. That's over Thanksgiving, November 24th through the 27th, ESPN Wild World of Sports Complex. You can find out more. Log on at www.oldspiceclassic.com to get your tickets today. Chaz Anderson will throw that corner route. Marcus Rivers had a hand on it, and Rivers almost able to lay out and come up with a football.
Now take a look at this now. Chaz Anderson looks left and comes back right. That keeps the free safety out of the play. Almost. That was awfully close there. Rashawn Melvin on the defense at corner.
Rashawn Melvin trying to disrupt Marcus Rivers. 2nd and 10 now. Oliver is offset. Pressure coming. Anderson will gun to the other corner for Alex Newts, who had a hand on it at the back of that end zone and then took a tumble into that fence on the running track outside the end zone. Oliver is offset.
Press coverage, and that's what they're forcing them to do. I think that is really good strategy by Jay Neiman, the defensive coordinator. They're going to get up and press those big, tall, wide receivers, take away the short passing game, and try to force Chaz to throw it down the field.
Early 2nd quarter now, 3rd and 10 for Chaz Anderson working underneath. Marcus Rivers got put to the ground about 2 yards shy of picking up that first down. Rivers got hit, and decision time now for Jeff Quinn. about fourth, and we'll call it a long 2. And he's going to bring the field goal unit out for the second time with Peter Farden, who hit late in the first quarter.
Well, he's 1 of 3 so far this year at this distance.
He had 38-yard field goal attempt, right hash mark for the Australian rugby player.
Got a little wind helping.
Farden did not hit it clean. Wow. Well, just never looked good right off his foot. Peter Farden now 1 for 2 on his afternoon's work. We'll stay tied at 3 apiece. Does Northern Illinois' offense get on track? Find out when we get back.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, it's the new AT&T smartphone.
Nice. I wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got a good deal.
Look at that screen. Fast, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, FITD.
It streams movies. Real web browsing. Turn left now. Look at this camera. Hold on. Let's get a photo. I'm listening to downloaded music. Oh, I can afford that. See ya.
The AT&T Impulse 4G. For $29.99, there's no excuse not to get your own. AT&T.
All the excitement is waiting for you. Welcome to the Mid-American Conference Digital Network. Instantly access highlights, scores, stats, and more from every MAC sport. Watch player and team interviews not available anywhere else. The MAC Digital Network is the leading source for breaking news and original programming. Plus, stay connected to the MAC Digital Network online or by using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. And new this year, live streaming of select home events in all sports. MAC fans, the moment you've been waiting for, the MAC Digital Network is here.
Diamond certified 1-carat solitaires just $18.90. 1-carat standards $9.90 per carat. Thousands of GIA and EGL diamonds guaranteed the lowest price. The latest designer style set while you wait. By Factory Direct, the Jewelry Exchange in Villa Park.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out, when a life is saved, when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Use this moment to join us. Today, visit redcross.org.
Peter Farden, he connected in the first quarter, not able to do so there, so we stay even at 3 apiece. All right, let us take a look at our Ameriprise Financial Mid-American Conference football headlines. Temple's Owls are rolling. Of course, 3 weeks ago, we saw Toledo go into Philly and beat them, and they have put consecutive shutout wins up. How about Ron English, the job he's doing at Eastern Michigan? Ran for 350 yards last week to beat Central Michigan. They're hosting Western Michigan today. And Toledo's Rockets on a roll. Nobody playing any better than Tim Beckman's football team of Glass City.
Yeah, and there you see William Inge, defensive coordinator at the University of Buffalo, architect of this 3-4 defense. And wow, what a first quarter his young defense has played.
Again, he was very confident this week when we chatted with him. All right, out of the pistol formation. And this is Jordan Lynch on the carry now.
I'm wondering if there is a injury with Harnish. Now, Harnish is in at quarterback now. That's the first option style play that we've seen from Northern Illinois.
Let me check. That's Jamal Womble in. Now here's Chandler Harnish on that option. Got a block from Womble and crossed the 30-yard line and has a Northern Illinois first down. So they brought the big back in, Jamal Womble, who wears number 5, the 245-pounder. And there's your first option look for Harnish. They're going quickly.
Yeah, it is, and they're going quick, and they're lined up ready to go. You know, 220 pounds is Harnish, and boy, he can run it north and south.
Leighton Settle, who wears number 23, offset to Harnish's right here. Play action for Harnish. He is going to load it up deep, and that football floats out of bounds. He was looking for Deron Brown, who averages better than 14 yards of reception, but his throw faded out of bounds.
Well, that was just great coverage by Lestrom. He did everything right. He pushed him into the sideline, then got his head back for the football. Very, very well defended. Very good technique by Lester. Boy, you see every formation in the books from the Northern Illinois Huskies. You see everything.
Harnish will run that inside delay.
Now we're seeing the phases of the option offense. That's just a simple zone read option play. And Akeem Daniels carried it, and he left the football game holding that right arm. Jasmine Hopkins back in now.
Well, I tell you what, Dave Doran is really shuffling the deck. I mean, he's got backs in here who are guys who are really literally 4th and 5th on depth charts now. Run that screen with Jasmine Hopkins, and he'll cross the 45-yard line to pick up a Northern Illinois first down. Normally, you don't see a lot of Jamal Womble, Leighton Settle. They're getting playing time because of how non-productive the Northern Illinois offense was in the first quarter.
Yeah, and it's obvious to me, they said, we're going to go fast this series, and we're going to go right back and run our base offense. We're seeing the first phases of real option football. That's just a zone play right there. Good cut by Hopkins.
Yeah, Jasmine Hopkins with a burst. That's 7 yards on first down. Hopkins, a 180-pound senior out of Stanley, North Carolina. And again, he ran and sat behind Chad Spann for the last couple of years. Running raw to Jasmine Hopkins, and he got belted.
That was the nose tackle, Richie Smith, that really did a nice job. You know, and talking about Spann, he's over in England right now and about to be activated by the Buccaneers for their game against the Bears in London tomorrow.
Third down and a long 2 now for Chandler Harnish. He wants to go airborne, and his throw is caught. Making the grab for Northern Illinois out of that backfield. Jamison Wells, who made the reception, the wideout.
He just ran a little stop route and good timing, good throw.
Now Chandler Harnish will keep the football, and we've got a flag. That's going to be a hold that is going to go on Northern Illinois' Scott Weddich, their veteran center. He was holding your guy, Richie Smith.
Well,
holding. Offense, number 71, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
See, now Weddich is not used to having a nose guy right out his face. He's used to stepping right or left to block somebody. Now against the 3-4, it's a different world because he's got big old Richie Smith, 6'3", 300-pound senior, right in his grill every time he snaps the football. There you see William Inge dialing up the next call now. Veteran defensive coach, played at Iowa, coached a lot of places around the country.
Played for Hayden Fry.
It was on the Cincinnati staff last year.
Back to the ground game. Jamison Wells on the carry. Well, let's check that. It's 23, Leighton Settle. So there is a lot of personnel differences that then you normally see with Northern Illinois here in the football game, getting significant snaps.
Yeah, and they are changing personnel virtually every single play. I mean, you know, it's 3 wide receivers, 5 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. They do it all.
Jet sweep. Perez Ashford with a lot of room. Got a good block on the corner, and he got upended, making that outstanding hit for Buffalo. That was Josh Copeland, that free safety. When you talk about safeties here, Devontae Shannon, Dominic Cook been the 2 of the best in the business.
Boy, they had a couple of great ones, and that was a nice play by Lester. Third and about 3. Now look at here. You've got 2 tight ends and the giant fullback in the game. Power formation.
Line to make is at the 30-yard line. We hit the 9-minute mark in this 3-3 tie. Jazz Hopkins Looks like that extra surge got him near the first down sticks.
Boy,
we'll have to wait and see.
I don't know. I don't think he got it.
Got near him, but it's going to come up. They're going to spot it with that knee down at the 32-yard line, bring up a 4th down and 1.
Yep, and they're going for it.
Jumbo package in right now. Jack Marks and Tim Semish, pair of tight ends. Swing it out. He's got his first down as it was caught by out of the backfield Pat McAvoy, a 240-pound redshirt senior, another young man that doesn't see a lot of playing time.
No, and boy, nice job of him of really tight roping that sideline. And boy, Harnish, you know, we've seen it so often with him. Look at the tightrope right here down the side. Does a nice, when he needs to make a play, he makes a play.
Bunch formation. Harnish going to keep the football. Look at the move by Chandler Harnish to elude a tackle. Harnish was finally put to the ground. Making a stop was Colby Way, the 280-pound sophomore, but Harnish got a quick 7. And look at the tempo in the red zone and how quickly now Northern Illinois wants to go.
And they've been good. 25 touchdowns out of 40 times in the red zone. That's a pretty good percentage.
That our Verizon red zone look. Harnish will come underneath. He's got Leighton Settle on that catch, and it looks like that is going to be possibly. They decided to hold that flag and not throw it. Leighton Settle made the grab out of the backfield, and now Northern Illinois knocking on that door.
Well, you know, I think a huge factor in this drive has been the frantic offensive pace of Northern Illinois. I mean, they're getting up there and they're just coming at you, coming at you, coming at you. And they've got the Buffalo defense on the heels a little bit, no question.
Harnish will run option to Keem Daniels, and look at the outstanding play from free safety Josh Copeland out of Fairborn, Ohio, making that open field hit on Daniels.
They're going to force Harnish to pitch the ball. That was the plan coming into this game. They're going to disrupt the option football. They're going to bring those outside backers hard right to the mesh point and force them to pitch the football. And that's exactly what they've done. And here's a whole new personnel group now coming in for Northern Illinois. I mean, it's like that they substituted 6 players that time.
And Jack Marks, the tight end on the football field.
And now that time now Northern has got some problems. They did not have the right personnel. They're going to have to waste a timeout here to get it straight.
Yeah, Dave Doran using multiple personnel packages and groupings, trying to break this 3-3 tie in Western New York State.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown, a familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs, we know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
Marathon is a proud sponsor of the Mid-American Conference. We back the MAC.
These great offers and more at myjohndeerdealer.com. John Deere is a proud sponsor of college football.
Are you a homeowner juggling your mortgage and credit cards, late on your house payments with creditors calling and threatening you? I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Our Chapter 13 plans can give you a lower payment for all debt and help with modification, as little as 10 cents on the dollar for credit cards. Call us for a free phone mini consultation or click on to infotapes.com.
If you're worried about debt, call now to see if you qualify. 1-800-401-4010.
On My 50 Chicago, when the work week ends.
I have a plan, sir, and the sooner I execute it, the faster we'll all be able to get off the clock.
She's just getting started.
Killers work weekends, too.
And she'll stop at nothing.
If we all stop lying to each other, how will we ever get to the truth?
To solve the crime.
Murder, attempted murder, robbery. These are all very bad things.
And close the case.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like our kind of girl, all right.
Anything else you'd like to know?
The Closer. 2 full hours, tonight at 7 and 8 on My 50 Chicago.
That's twice in one day!
This afternoon's Mid-American Conference football battle between Northern Illinois and Buffalo, brought to you by the 6th Annual Old Spice Classic, November 24th through 27th in Orlando, Florida. Also by Marathon, fueling the American spirit. By First Energy, our energy is working for you. By Cooper Tires, life's a road trip. Come on, let's go. Also by Cleveland Clinic Sports Health. All your sports health needs under one roof. Visit sports-health.org for details. By Powerade, the complete sports drink, and by 5-Hour Energy, the no wait, no hassle way to a terrific morning. We think it's terrific. You are all involved with us on this afternoon here at UB Stadium in Northern Illinois. Dave Doran, their first-year head coach, and Buffalo tied at 3 apiece. 7 different running backs and 5 different receivers have been involved in this Northern Illinois drive.
2nd and goal.
They work out of the eye. Play action for Chandler Harnish. He'll throw end zone, and he wanted to find his big wideout Martell Moore, who was in coverage. It'll bring up now a 3rd down for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, that was Alan Hayes, the defensive back in there, that made a nice play right in perfect position. 3rd and about 7 or 8, 7.5.
We got Deron Brown, wide receiver on the football field with Perez Ashford.
Empty. Got a bunch of receivers up to the top right here.
Harnish forced out of that pocket. Harnish off the cutback inside the 5, battling his way down near that goal line. He's going to come up a little more than a yard shy and make it decision time now for head coach Dave Doran on 4th and a long 1.
Well, good scramble here. Blitz, man coverage, and that great job of holding the coverage down the field. Good scramble by Harnish. Boy, and again, here we go. They're trying to run a play fast. Buffalo's trying to get their bigs in the game, so you got big against big here, and they were able to do it. Now they're going to have to...
Yeah, Buffalo wants to time out.
Yeah,
William Inge and Jeff Quinn say, wait a minute, let's get lined up right if they're going to go from 4th and over a yard away.
We see William Inge and Coach Quinn right there. Boy, it's a nice first half by the Buffalo defense. They're trying to get the set up here now against that power personnel. Okay, we're going to take a look now. First of all, straight man-to-man coverage across the board here. Now let's see, watch them hold the coverage against the scramble. Excellent job. I mean, that's not easy to do, folks. When they had one guy free in the end zone right here, but he couldn't get him spotted. That's a terrific job by the Buffalo secondary right there. Terrific.
Now, Dave Doran's offense looking to see what they can dial up. Doug, this is 4th and we'll call it 1. That football is at rest at the 1-yard line. And William Inge will put his personnel package on the football field.
Now, you know, the interesting thing now that William Inge has his big guys, his jumbo defensive package on the field, will Northern Illinois change and come with some wide receivers? No,
they're jumbo.
Yeah, they're still jumbo. They just have to have the one receiver out there, Martell Moore.
They've got Cameron Bell on the football field, offset. Pat McAvoy, Bell in motion. Hopkins into the end zone, touchdown. Northern Illinois Huskies. Jasmine Hopkins, his 9th touchdown carry of the year.
Well, that was a great job by Scott Wenage and Joe Pollack, the right guard. Take a look at it here. Boy, the cutback lane is there. And Richie Smith just wasn't able to get the penetration, get off the block by big Keith Otis right there, number 68. And that's why that cutback lane developed.
Yeah, they went jumbo, as we said. Both Cameron Bell and Pat McAvoy, a pair of backup H-backs, were in the football game. Matthew Sims on to add this PAT. Buffalo got a piece of it, but got over that crossbar. So Jasmine Hopkins got some big blocks up front. Got ushered into the end zone, his 9th TD of the year. Northern Illinois with a 7-point lead.
Wow, your generator's really quiet.
Yeah, it's a Honda EU 2000. Super quiet.
Fuel efficient and lightweight.
Yeah, my generator's really loud.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah. She wants me. Maybe not.
Honda EU Series portable generators. Lightweight, fuel efficient, and
What was that all about?
very quiet.
We love ordering sushi, but it was getting expensive. So to save some money,
Looks great, hon.
and we're not real proud of this.
No, we're not.
Have you guys seen Captain Stewie and Little Miss Neptune?
Did you look all over the place under your desk? All around?
They're fish. They live in a bowl.
What are you gonna do?
There's an easier way to save.
Whatever.
Get online. Go to geico.com. Get a quote. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I know the urge to just sit there is tempting. Seth, it's tempting, right? Oh, yeah. I mean, just sitting there is one of my favorite things. But if you need state minimum coverage and like dealing direct, well, why don't we let Gracie handle this one? Gracie, a little help?
Come on, dude. You're uninsured. Pick up the phone.
Gracie has a way with words, doesn't she?
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. State minimum coverage, maximum savings.
Call or click us, baby.
There are some things you can't control. The weather, the front page, the stock market, obviously. We're hearing the one thing no one wants to hear. Cancer. Okay, things you can control. What you know before treatment. There's a high risk of infection during chemotherapy. So don't let anything interrupt your fight against cancer. Talk to your doctors and go to manageyourtreatment.com. There are some things you can't control, but this you honestly can.
Jasmine Hopkins, senior running back, 9th touchdown of the year. It breaks the 3-3 tie. Northern Illinois on top. Welcome you back to Mid-American Conference football. Doug Graber, take it away. That O-line, Northern Illinois got it done.
Boy, it starts with the wedge right here. Great block here by Pollock. But here's the key block right here. Big guy, Keith Otis, blocking down on Richie Smith. Take a look at it now. And watch big Keith Otis, 6'4", 317, right there. That's the block that set up this cutback lane, and that's a great job by that veteran offensive line at Northern Illinois, in particular, big Keith Otis.
You look like Lombardi from back in the day, standing at that blackboard. Remember, we got a lane here, and we got a seal here, and we got what we want.
Look here, boys. This is exactly how we're going to do it.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, Northern Illinois, as we said, you know, you'd say, well, wait a minute, then look at this drive, too. They 7 different ball carriers on the drive, an 18-play, 79-yard drive that lasted better than 7 minutes. Jeffon Gill on the Buffalo return from the 10-yard line. That's the 3rd return from Gill on the afternoon. One was called back on a block in the back. Buffalo will get the football after the Jasmine Hopkins 9th TD of the year.
A little extracurricular there at the very end of that kickoff return. I'm surprised that a flag wasn't thrown. I saw a hand come out to the face, but you know, they let it go, let him play.
Now, how about Chaz Anderson, this Buffalo offense? They've been sitting over there for about 20 clock minutes. You know, that drive almost went 8 minutes of game time. And now they find themselves on the afternoon down for the first time at 10-3.
Well, they've moved the football pretty well. They just haven't finished off their drives.
Alex Newt will catch that football in stride as Chaz Anderson gunned that shot to him. That's a big play, Buffalo. First down on the hookup from Anderson to wide out Alex Newt.
Yeah, just a little simple slant right here, and very well thrown for the 6'4" Alex Newt. Boy, these big, tall wide receivers for Buffalo, 6'4", 6'5".
Back to the ground game. Brandon Oliver, the young man they call Bo out of Miami, Florida. Let's go back to watch Alex Newt run his route.
Well, take it press coverage, and that's what you want to do. He pushed it upfield and made a nice little inside move and beat Dominique Ware pretty clearly.
Well, Alex Newt with his 2nd reception on the afternoon. He and Marcus Rivers, the big play receivers for Jeff Quinn. Anderson Anderson on play action, and he got dragged down by Sean Progar, but Progar's going to get whistled and hit with a horse collar.
Yep, no question, and that's why they put that rule in, and there's no question that's how he took him down.
Personal foul, illegal horse collar tackle, number 95 on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Yeah, take a look at it right there. There's no question that is a horse collar. I mean, that's the definition of a horse collar. That could be a training tape for the officials.
Progar is one of the best that we have in the Mid-American Conference. As we said, we look at the penalty numbers. 5 sacks for Sean Progar, 6.5 tackles for loss coming into this game today, leading this Northern Illinois squad.
Now, can Buffalo finish a drive? They've been down here before.
Blitz coming from the corner. Anderson in trouble. And got that football away as that corner blitz was coming hard from Northern Illinois' Johnny Faustin.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that Chaz Anderson has really made some plays with his feet. I mean, they have him dead to rights right there. Little fake with the ball, little pump fake, and that's what saved him.
Jordan Delegol, also that linebacker out of Miami. Second down now and 10. Run that inside draw. This is Brandon Oliver. Look at the burst from Oliver as he leveled off and delivered a blow as he got near the 11-yard line. That's a Buffalo first down. Tough running, Brandon Oliver.
Well, he's 5'8" and 200 pounds, and man, he has got some guns. I mean, he is strong. And watch him take on the safety right there. Whoa.
Red zone time now for Buffalo Bulls. Anderson will keep. Look at the hit coming up off that edge. Buffalo's opportunity to get outside did not fool Jamal Bass, the redshirt freshman, playing a lot of football for Dave Doran.
Yeah, no, the outside backer was right there in perfect position. Now, we got a 4 wide receiver set now for Buffalo. We're spreading the field here. Second down.
Anderson looking end zone. Came underneath of Marcus Rivers on that crossing route. And Rivers got tracked down at the 2-yard line as it was Rashawn Melvin on the stop. He saved a touchdown.
Now, this is going to be close to a first down as well. Nice crossing route, big, tall receiver. Excellent job. Anderson's very accurate on these underneath throws. Good timing.
Came up just short of that line to make, which was at the 2-yard line. So let's call it third down and 1. Get inside that O-line of Buffalo. Anderson, big push. Chaz Anderson's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo's Bulls following the blocks of Graham Winery and center and left guard Jason Carlson to get into pay dirt.
But, this is just amazing to me. Again, this is a nice push by the offensive line, and that was big. Gokhan Auscan, the left tackle, 78, 6'7", 320 pounds that gave the push.
Well, Peter Farden now to add that PAT, and Farden will connect. And we are all even at 10 apiece as both offensive lines down near the goal line getting the job done for each football team.
Yeah, I misidentified that tackle. That was Matt Ostrowski, 6'6", 320, the other tackle that got the great push there for Buffalo.
So Chaz Anderson getting into the end zone with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. All even at 10 apiece. Let's recognize our friends at Allstate for their charitable contributions across the country. Since 2005, Allstate has donated more than $2.5 million to the Good Hands Field Goal Net program, and that will benefit University General Scholarship Funds. Good football game.
Great game. I mean, this is and I've got to be honest, I think we're both a little bit surprised here, but Buffalo has been very good at home. Northern Illinois has had their, the only home loss for Buffalo was against UConn here at
right.
home, and it was a great football game. They outgained them, and but unfortunately didn't come away with a victory. But the it was 17-3 was the score of that game. Just had some issues with a couple of big plays by UConn.
Jeff Quinn got to be very, very pleased. Northern Illinois, after their last large 18-play drive, will get their hands on the football. Tommy Lee Lewis with a burst. Tommy Lee Lewis on that kickoff return. Kickoff was short. Lewis will bring it back over the 40-yard line. So excellent operating position for Chandler Harnish to try to break this 10-10 tie in the final 3:15 of the opening half.
I'm guessing that Northern Illinois will come at a very frantic pace offensively on this drive, but that was a key factor in their last touchdown drive.
Now Chandler Harnish will bring that offense back in the football field. See big Cameron Bell again, who's going to operate at that H-back, as in that pistol position is Jazz Hopkins. They'll give the football to Cameron Bell. The big man got outside the numbers. And again, now you haven't seen this guy, Cameron Bell, or we've seen Pat McAvoy, who wears number 41. Neither one of them have been a big part of their personnel groupings, but they are today.
Just, coming out of the closet.
Now that quick tempo, this is Jazz Hopkins. He'll break a tackle at the midfield stripe. It's got a Northern Illinois first down as he's into Buffalo Bulls territory at the 45-yard line.
Boy, and here they come. Here they come. Absolutely rapid fire.
Harnish off that play fake will keep the football. Only got a couple as he was dragged down by Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack, as we told you in the open, one of the top tackle for loss specialists in all of the FBS. Butkus Award candidate Khalil Mack.
Yep, and that was option football all the way. He read it all the way, did Harnish. He pulled it, kept it. Nice job of Khalil Mack being in position. This is disciplined defense, assignment football on the option.
Pitch and catch for Chandler Harnish and his wide receiver, Martell Moore. He gunned that quick out, and you saw Moore, good size at 6'2", about 190 pounds. First down, Northern Illinois. 23rd catch of the year, Martell Moore.
Well, these two corners for Buffalo are both redshirt freshmen, Johnson and Lester. And this is tough taking on these veterans.
Option read, trying to get to that boundary was tailback Leighton Settle, the 195-pound sophomore. But look at the way Khalil Mack and Buffalo strung that out.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Khalil Mack, watch him here, number 46. Just watch Khalil Mack right here chase that play down. That's amazing speed.
Well, that clock approaching the 2-minute mark now, after Mack came up with that 4-yard tackle for loss on Leighton Settle. 2nd and 14. Throw that bubble screen to Martell Moore. And how about the job from Courtney Lester? One of those redshirt freshmen you just talked about, Doug Graber. Got off a block, made a terrific hit.
You called it. Get off the block and make a play. I mean, they got 11, we got 11. You got to get off blocks to make plays, and boy, he does it right there. Nice job by Lester. 3rd down, 3rd and 10 now. Huge play for William Inge's defense right here.
Inside a minute 30 left of the opening half. The line to make is at the 18 of Buffalo on this 3rd and 10 with Chandler Harnish, who wants to put it up. They'll fire middle, and Martell Moore made a terrific grab in front of Buffalo's Courtney Lester. First down as Harnish gunned that on a string.
Well, this is just a great route. This is good coverage, good defense. That's just a great throw and catch. Strong hands by Moore.
Go back to the ground game as Chandler Harnish again running those option reads beautifully. As he went to Akeem Daniels, and Daniels got back with that cutback run that got 8.
54 seconds left now. Clock is ticking here.
Harnish looking end zone. That throw for Martell Moore was glancing off his hands and incomplete.
Now, Northern Illinois has 2 timeouts left here. You got this is 3rd and about 3.
this 10-10 tie, second consecutive drive that Northern Illinois has been knocking on the door of that goal line. Harnish will keep the football inside the 5. He'll stretch for that pylon. He got in. Touchdown, Chandler Harnish, and Northern Illinois. His 8th rushing touchdown of the year. A young man who racked up over 200 yards on the ground and 200 in the air last week in that big second half explosion over Western Michigan.
The speed of Harnish right here is, I mean, it's good coverage, but if once you lose contain with a guy that runs that well, you got in your man-to-man defense, you got a big problem.
Look at him extend with that left hand and stretch that football over the pylon before that final step out of bounds.
Arc Senior's wonderful.
Yeah, 50-year seniors at that. Part of Joe Novak's last recruiting class. Adding the PAT is Matthew Sims. Will hit it perfect. And Northern Illinois Huskies, as you look at the extension with the left hand in the football. Chandler Harnish. Back-to-back drives. Now, and Doug, we got to say it again, William Inge and Jeff Quinn and Buffalo's defense have been terrific in the first half, but these last 2 drives, this has been more like what we've come to expect from Northern Illinois.
And the pace is really what the difference was for Northern Illinois. They've really got Buffalo just totally out of sync defensively when they go that rapid fire pace offensively.
All right, it's time to take a look at our champion, how you play all season long. Champion Athletic Wear proudly showcases traditions around the Mid-American Conference. Today, we take a look at right there, 4 former Buffalo Bulls currently on NFL rosters. And boy, I'm going to speak with Naaman Roosevelt coming up at halftime, who's here at UB Stadium. Trevor Scott, right, with Oakland?
Absolutely. Boy, and Starks has been just tremendous for the Packers. And, of course, Thomas now started with Dallas and went to Carolina right before the season.
And, again, Naaman Roosevelt, the young man out of St. Joe's High right here in Buffalo, will join me at halftime. Visit Champion on Facebook. Show the game face. A chance to be featured in a future broadcast champion. It's how you play. And, again, more problems on the kick return games. Punt return, we've seen Ed Young with problems. Japhon Gill there with that bobble that he had to get back on top of.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, of course, Terrell Jackson, I mean, this is a devastating loss for Buffalo when you lose your return guy. And now you have no experience behind him with some of your young players.
All right, let's see now. With the football at their 12-yard line and down by 7, 35 seconds left for Chaz Anderson and the Buffalo offense. And he's going to put it up.
That's surprising to me. I thought they would sit on it.
Anderson connecting on that throw and being able to step out of bounds is Freddie Lee, the 200-pound sophomore out of Chester, South Carolina. So that'll move the sticks, and Buffalo's going to go quickly.
That just shows you got confidence in your senior quarterback right there to put the ball in his hands right here, this deep in your own territory, with 28 seconds to go.
Anderson again throwing the out. Marcus Rivers on the catch as he steps out of bounds, about a half-yard shy of moving the chains again. Now Buffalo with 1 timeout left, and trying to conserve it with 24 seconds left.
Gonna keep hitting those outcuts until Northern changed their coverage up, took away the outcut, so here comes the scramble.
Got the first down as Chaz Anderson rolls out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Needed 1, got 7. Timeout, 16 seconds left. They'll line it up. Well, the football will be placed at the 42-yard line as Anderson's got him ready to go.
Now you've got to start throwing the football down the field a little bit if you're going to have a chance to at least get a field goal. And that was a big right tackle. My guy from Turkey, Gökhan Özkan.
False start. Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down. Therefore, this penalty does not qualify for a 10-second runoff.
And get the 10-second runoff, of course, when the clock is moving at this point of end of half or end of game, but doesn't apply here.
Because it was a pre-snap penalty.
Right. Anderson got flushed out of the pocket. Jazz Anderson delivering that throw on time as he's got Ed Young who steps out of bounds. 45-yard line. 11 seconds left. And Jeff Quinn's keeping that timeout in his pocket.
Got the timeout,
right?
but now you got to get at least an 18-yard throw down the field to have a realistic chance to get your field goal team out there on the next play.
On the 45 of Northern Illinois, Anderson flushed again. Jazz Anderson fired late, and it almost got picked off. As flying around out of that secondary was Deshaun Durant with 4 seconds left, and now you got to pull a Big Ben out here and get the football in the end zone.
Yep, absolutely. That's your only shot now. You got to pull, a Hail Mary, Big Ben, whatever you want to call it.
Well, you're an NFL Europe guy. I figured I'd give it to Frankfurt and Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, Barcelona,
all of them.
Scotland.
Anderson, a lot of pressure here. Find Brandon Oliver in space. Good move by Oliver, but he's going to get tracked down as this first half will come to an end off Anderson's completion to Brandon Oliver. Pretty good 30 minutes of football. Let's take a look as we open the show today. Chandler Harnish, he started 1 for 10, Doug, but then he picked it up.
Well, he really did, especially when they went fast-paced. But that might look like pretty good numbers, but that's way below his average, actually. And Khalil Mack, again, boy, he's a dominant football player. He's already got 2 tackles for loss. Remember, he's 6th in the nation in tackles for loss.
And Chandler Harnish, again, after starting 1 for 10, hit 7 of his last 9 as Northern Illinois Huskies with this 17-10 halftime advantage on the Buffalo Bulls. Buffalo trying to even it up in MAC play. Home win today would get them at 2-2. All right, we're joined by the second-year head coach of the University at Buffalo, Jeff Quinn. Jeff, Doug and I were very, very impressed with your defense through the first quarter and a half. Was Northern Illinois' quickened tempo?
No.
Again, how do you adjust to it?
Right. Okay.
Jeff, are you hearing us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Michael Rega and Doug
Yes,
Graber.
Mike.
Yeah, Jeff, your defense was fabulous in the first quarter and a half. The last 2 drives, Northern Illinois quickened the tempo, got in the end zone. How do you adjust to that?
Well, and that's just it. We needed to make sure that our kids understood that these guys were going to try to keep pushing that tempo and get the calls in earlier from our sidelines, and just understand we go to our base rules and base understanding what we're trying to do defensively.
Jeff, your offense has had really 3 nice drives. It just finished it off with a touchdown on one of them. But I thought your offense has done a pretty good job of at least, getting some time of possession.
Well, we got to eliminate the mistakes. We've had a couple penalties and just some miscues and, drop, punt, return. And those are the things that we keep talking about. Don't beat yourself. And that's really what we need to do this second half is come out. These guys have been in this situation before. And we need to control the ball a little bit more offensively and start taking command of this game.
Jeff Quinn, appreciate your time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, Jeff Quinn, a very, very intense football coach. Jasmine Hopkins, Northern Illinois, TD. Chaz Anderson got one. Buffalo, 17-10, Northern Illinois at the break.
What's going on?
We're giving Matt the NFL experience of a high-pressure field goal.
Look out! It's terrible, man!
There's an easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you could win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Hey, it gets easier. Really? No.
At the University of Buffalo, our purpose, our promise, is to reach others. It's a promise that knows no boundaries. A promise that has helped save nearly 500,000 premature babies born in respiratory distress. A promise that's built into hospitals and bridges through the work done at our Earthquake Engineering Research Center. A promise that's ensuring the future of an endangered rainforest and the creatures inhabiting it. The University at Buffalo, reaching others.
The Marathon MAC Football Championship returns to Ford Field in Detroit Friday, December 2nd. The MAC East and West Division champions square off with the Mid-American Conference Championship on the line. Don't miss your chance to catch one of only 6 major college conference championship games live. Visit the Ford Field box office. Call 800-745-3000 or log on to Ticketmaster.com for ticket information. The MAC Football Championship is presented by Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Tired sucks. Not end of a long day tired, but middle of the day, places to go, things to do, deadlines to meet, but all I want to do is close my eyes tired. 5-Hour Energy fixes tired, fast. One shot, back to work, problem solved. 5-Hour Energy, fix the tired.
Does retirement have to wait until my 70s? Is a great college for our kids?
Out of the question?
Is the American dream
Out of our reach? Not if we can help it. We're the National Endowment for Financial Education, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping people just like you get smart about their money. Log on to smartaboutmoney.org today and start taking control of your financial life.
It began with a sound and became a phenomenon.
We have court-ordered permission to search the premises.
The longest-running crime drama in history returns to broadcast television.
We'll be back. This looks like a hit.
We understand each other perfectly. See it from the beginning.
There goes my beauty sleep.
The episodes nobody else has.
Case gets better and better.
You may be onto something.
Got it.
Law and Order.
2 full hours tonight at 9 on My 50 Chicago.
Welcome back to Football Friday, presented by Wendy's.
What's up, my fellow Football Fridays? Are y'all ready to watch some football? Football! Y'all playing that football game, huh? Football.
Grab a Dave's Hot and Juicy and tune into Football Fridays, brought to you by Wendy's.
Pretty good first 30 minutes of football, huh? Northern Illinois Huskies, couple of touchdown drives in the second quarter and lead Buffalo's Bulls 17-10. Great to see you. Michael Regai here with a young man that created many a thrilling moment for the Buffalo Bulls. He's doing the same thing now for the Buffalo Bills in the NFL. We'll get to that in a moment. Say hi to Naaman Roosevelt, one of the finest wide receivers in MAC history. Naaman, great to see you. Here you are, a young man. You go to St. Joe's High School, born and raised here at the University at Buffalo Bills. Could you have ever imagined that your football playing career was going to map out the way it has?
Never. Something like that you can't imagine, but, just a great feeling. Just keep it going from here. Something a lot of people don't do, so, I'm just cherishing this moment.
A lot of people don't do. Not many people don't do. Very humble young man. The career here at Buffalo, we were just talking about it, 2008, a MAC championship, 13 touchdown grabs. Let's take a look at one of the most brilliant, exciting moments in MAC history. The big bend from Drew Willie to you to beat Temple.
It was a crazy play. People still talk about that. Like, I remember when we was watching ESPN and we saw you catch that pass.
Before you graduated, I was there. I saw it. I knew you were going to make that catch.
Oh, yeah, you get everybody that says, I knew it was going to happen. I knew y'all was going to win that game. So it's just something just to be a part of a Hail Mary, once-in-a-lifetime dream. So just to be a part of that was great.
Yeah, spending some time with Naaman Roosevelt now with the Buffalo Bills, and we said that this is all a Buffalo success story. All right, so last week you're against the New York Giants at the Meadowlands. You guys are off to a 4-2 start. Now it's not Drew Willie, but it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. How did that first touchdown catch in the NFL? Take us through it. What kind of route was it, and your feeling to get in the end zone for the first time?
It was a read route. Fitzpatrick, he's a smart guy, so just, he knew it was a blitz coming, so he changed the play up. told me to sit in the zone, made a great read, caught the ball. And the first thing I wanted to do was just catch the ball first, and make a play after that. And, when I saw the outside was open, ran fast as I could and just tried to get to the end zone. Hopefully nobody catch me from behind, but it was just an exciting play.
And that he did. Fabulous, fabulous moment. This University of Buffalo program, Jeff Quinn, now the head football coach. Naaman, do you see this thing starting to build? Coach Quinn talks about, toughness and being a physical football team. Is this going to happen very soon for this program?
I definitely think so with the people they have and, the people they got coming in. They definitely changed it from last year. You just with the, mentality they have and with, just exciting games they have, throughout the year. So I definitely think it's definitely going to be a change.
He's part of making a big difference here at the University at Buffalo. One of the tops in MAC football history, Naaman Roosevelt. Great to see you. Congratulations. Keep on finding the end zone in the NFL, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Naaman Roosevelt, don't go away. A lot of halftime numbers, pictures of the first half. Northern Illinois leads it 17-10.
There's only one bottle left. I've got to tell Susie. The vending machine on Elm is almost empty.
I'm on it, boss. New pony?
Sorry. We are open for business. Let's reroute Greg to Fresno.
Growing businesses use machine-to-machine technology from Verizon Wireless.
Susie, the vending machine. Already filled. Cool bike.
Because the business with the best technology rules.
I'm your blind spot. And my job is easy. Hide big things.
You're good.
And if you named your own price on car insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
What do I do? What do I do? Hey!
This is bad.
How's everybody feeling?
Not nearly as fast as we want to be.
Unbelievable. It's gotta be UVerse.
Xfinity's fastest speed is 4 times faster than UVerse.
Xfinity, we need you here pronto.
Wow, that's fast. 4 times as fast.
Surf, download, and share. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 6 months. Visit XfinityInvestigateAndSave.com.
Hey, don't you just love the sound of an empty dishwasher? Yeah.
The moment using water becomes wasting water, it gets weird. Get normal by visiting wastingwaterisweird.org.
One of the first things I do in the morning is go on my morning jog. I make breakfast for my son, get him off to school so I can do my workout.
I was a horrible eater, but I decided to change my diet.
Taking care of my needs first.
Choose your health first to help prevent cancer.
You just have to take a block of time out of each day.
I want to be there for him. I want to be healthy for his graduation. You can't take care of yourself first, then you can't take care of others.
Make a commitment today at ChooseYou.com.
Weeknights from big city living.
I got mugged by a monkey.
To backwoods traditions.
I'm saving myself for marriage. I'm not.
This one's mine.
My 50 Chicago has it all.
Cheers to hit the freaking jackpot.
First at 9, get a dash of class with How I Met Your Mother.
Are you acting out the last scene of Sleepless in Seattle?
Then at 9:30, see how the other half lives on My Name is Earl.
Boys, Mommy and Daddy are going out. Aunt Gretchen's here to babysit.
It's the best of both worlds. Weeknights starting at 9 on My 50 Chicago.
We take a look around the country at the top 25 at our Vonage scoreboard, and some games going on right now. You will see that Missouri trailing number 4 Oklahoma State and Columbia by 7. Clemson up 7 at the half, high-scoring game against North Carolina. Ole Miss 10 better than Arkansas. Kansas State with a 17-point lead on Kansas. Purdue shocking number 23 Illinois, and last night Syracuse just walloped number 15 West Virginia as Ryan Nassib and the Orange beat up the Mountaineers pretty good. Right here, Northern Illinois on top of Buffalo 17-10. More halftime is coming up when we get back to UB Stadium.
You put a lot of effort into creating the perfect evening. So we put a lot of effort into creating the perfect tortilla chip. Introducing new Tostitos Artisan Recipes. Made with real ingredients cooked right in, a flavor you can see and taste in every bite. Because when we put in the very best, what you end up with only gets better. Experience new Tostitos Artisan Recipes.
You ready for this? I just signed the whole family up for unlimited mobile-to-mobile minutes.
You're kidding.
No.
Where's that money coming from, Steve? Did it even cross your mind to ask your wife before signing us up for something so expensive? My mother was right. I should have married John Clark.
They were free. I got them when I signed us up for unlimited messaging.
Get more value from AT&T. Buy an unlimited messaging plan and call any U.S. mobile phone free. AT&T.
Okay, I thought these were electric.
It is, yeah. It's a Chevy Volt.
So what are you doing at a gas station?
Well, it still takes gas to go farther.
But you're not getting gas.
True, not this time. Don't have to gas up very often.
So you have to go to the bathroom?
No.
Yes, you do.
Thought these were electric.
Yes, it's a Chevy Volt.
So what are you doing at a gas station?
Do you feel trapped by your credit cards? $25,000 in balance now means your minimum payment could be $1,000 a month. Be late, and there go the late charges. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Consider eliminating with Chapter 7 or no interest repayment under Chapter 13. Call us for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com.
If you're worried about debt, call now to see if you qualify. 1-800-401-4010.
I was told that I was at risk for sudden cardiac death. I was 23 years old. I wasn't overweight. I never dreamed this would happen to me. When the doctor told me I had 3 blocked arteries, I felt like I was punched in the gut. I found out that 1 in 3 women die from heart disease. How did I not know that?
You're kinda hard around the edges.
My staff are idiots.
Maybe you're nothing but trouble.
Good Lord.
You don't wanna give too much.
Oh, this isn't funny.
It's not what you do.
I'm getting confused.
You got a tendency to self-destruct.
Very tricky case.
Think it's cooler than cool.
We all make mistakes. And we all pay a price. House, Sunday at 5 and 6 on My 50 Chicago.
17-10, couple of second quarter touchdowns from the Huskies of Northern Illinois. Have them on top of Buffalo's Bulls. Let's head down to the field to be joined by the first-year head coach of the Northern Illinois Huskies, Dave Doeren. David, your offense a little bit stagnant first 4 series, but then you really went high tempo, quickened the pace, kicked it into high gear. Do we see more of that here to begin quarter number 3?
Yeah, I hope so. That's who we are. You know, we got to get back into a rhythm and get the first down in the series. They're putting a lot of guys in the box, so we got to make plays, and we put it in the air and do a good job of protecting Chandler.
Dave, I thought that your constant changing of personnel offensively, I'm amazed at that, and I really thought that was a big factor in keeping the Buffalo defense off balance in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's part of what we do. We try to get a lot of guys in the game and play a lot of different people and, try to create different things where people have to be vanilla in our offense.
Dave Doran, we appreciate your time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Dave Doran, first-year head coach of Northern Illinois. He's got his ball club on top 17-10. We kick it off, third quarter, next.
The first generation of 3D TV. It had to get better. Introducing Vizio's Theater 3D. Leave behind the expensive battery-powered glasses, the screen flicker, the darkened picture. Just put on the same glasses you use in the theater and enjoy. The next generation of 3D TV from Vizio. Entertainment freedom for all.
The Mid-American Conference, a model for college athletics.
Like so many great pioneers before me, guided only by a dream, I'm embarking on a journey of epic proportion. I will travel from sea to shining sea, through amber waves of grain, and I won't stop until I've helped every driver in America save hundreds on car insurance. Well, I'm at the parking lot. That's a good start.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
All the excitement is waiting for you. Welcome to the Mid-American Conference Digital Network. Instantly access highlights, scores, stats, and more from every MAC sport. Watch player and team interviews not available anywhere else. The MAC Digital Network is the leading source for breaking news and original programming. Plus, stay connected to the MAC Digital Network online or by using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. And new this year, live streaming of select home events in all sports. MAC fans, the moment you've been waiting for, the MAC Digital Network is here.
I know, you're probably thinking I can't throw, but never underestimate a GoDaddy girl, especially when GoDaddy is bringing you the 2012 GoDaddy.com Bowl. Once again, live from Mobile, Alabama, it's the Mid-American and Sun Belt Conference Showdown. So get ready for a great bowl game brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Green 41, set, hut hut. Told you I could throw.
We have the teams representing the two conferences that dominate Midwest college football. We have the united backing of one of the world's top chains in the fast food industry. We have a national television audience on the premier sports network. We have one of the newest, best football stadiums in America. Football, pizza, in Detroit, during the holidays. Join the party.
Great to have all of you along on this October Saturday, our MAC football game of the week. It's presented by our good friends at Marathon. Michael Regide, Doug Graber, our producer Greg Logan, director David Tasca, technical director Dan Larson, all of our terrific crew here in Western New York State. Jeff Quinn, that gentleman right there with his Buffalo Bulls, second year of his program. They went 2-10 a year ago, have already matched that win total this year with a couple of victories. One of them 2 weeks ago, thrilling 38-35 win over Ohio. But now this challenge they face today, Doug Graber against Northern Illinois, one that certainly finds the top, most potent offense in the Mid-American Conference as being the test today.
And they're about to get it again.
Tommy Lee Lewis on the return, and Lewis will get knocked down at the 27-yard line. Let's take a look at the first half highlights brought to you by Powerade, the complete sports drink.
Ed Young fumbles that first punt, and that actually the first real fumble of the season. Of course, that was Brandon Oliver. And then, of course, this young man right here, Chandler Harness, just kind of took over the game for Northern Illinois. First of all, with his arm, Good job by the offensive line, and then watch his legs right here on the touchdown. Watch him stretch out, put that left hand right over the pylon.
His 9th rushing TD of the year. Now Harnish is going to come out loaded up deep. He wants Perez Ashford. They battle for the football, and Perez Ashford wins that battle with a tremendous grab on the opening play of this third quarter.
Well, I mean, you can't cover it any better than this. Now it's just a matter of getting up and making a good play on the ball. And, of course, the safety left his feet just a little bit early, mistimed his jump, and that allowed Ashford to get in and make a great catch.
39-yard hookup. Chandler Harnish to Perez Ashford back to the ground game. Look at the cut outside the numbers from Jasmine Hopkins, still alive, inside the 15 and down to the 12-yard line. That's 21 yards and a Northern Illinois first down, as Dave Doran just told us. They're going to quicken the pace.
Well, the numbers here, again, rushing yards, Buffalo hung in there pretty well. Passing yards, they had more numbers, but I tell you, the score is still 17-10 in favor of Northern Illinois.
60 yards of offense on the first 2 plays for Northern Illinois. Jasmine Hopkins, big hole. He can walk in. Touchdown, Jasmine Hopkins in Northern Illinois. 3-play drive for the Northern Illinois Huskies, and they put 6 on the board just like that.
Way too easy. He just got gashed right here. He's untouched into the end zone, and you know, Buffalo's defense played so well in the first half, and that's very, very disappointing to coordinator William Inge to come out on the first drive. 3 plays and in the end zone.
Wow. 72 yards in those 3 plays. The 12-yard touchdown bolt from Jasmine Hopkins, his 2nd of the day. Now adding that PAT is Northern Illinois' Matthew Sims. Coming right at you, reading that block, Jasmine Hopkins. Northern Illinois stretches the lead to 14.
In America, we believe in a future that is better than today. Since 1894, Ameriprise Financial has been working hard for their clients' futures, never taking a bailout, helping generations achieve dreams, buy homes, put their kids through college, retire how they want to. Ameriprise, the strength of America's largest financial planning company, the heart of 10,000 advisors working with you, one-to-one, together for your future.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown, a familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs, we know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
Marathon is a proud sponsor of the Mid-American Conference. We back the MAC.
It's time to score double points.
Papa's in the house.
Get double points every day to earn free pizza fast with Papa Rewards at papajohns.com.
The best way to kick off game day is with a better pizza, a Papa John's pizza.
Plus, get a large Works pizza or a Tuscan 6 cheese. Your choice, just $11 each. Get double points every day at papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
The official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Hey, Mama, I got the part. No worries. Still using Vonage. Same international plan. Only now I can use it from my cell phone.
Can I get a coffee?
No, Mama, it's free. Yeah, very busy rehearsing.
Or just.
Things are finally lining up. You heard that? Well, yes, the applause was for me.
Now it's free to get the best value in international calling on your cell. So calling home doesn't have to be such a big performance.
Just that easy, huh? Well, not really, but Northern Illinois made it look such as they went 72 yards in 3 plays. 2nd touchdown of the day for Jasmine Hopkins. Let's take a look at our Mid-American Conference scoreboard, brought to you by the good gang at Marathon, fueling the American spirit. We've said it. How about Ron English and his Eastern Michigan Eagles now? They've won 4 games. They're 4-3 this year. They've got a 7-0 lead and playing good defense at home at Rynearson Stadium against Western Michigan. Central Michigan Ball State MAC West duel just underway. Temple Bowling Green should be a good one in Dwight Perry Stadium today. And Toledo's Rockets looking to go to 4-0 in the MAC and continue their another tremendous play against Miami's Redhawks tonight.
Right. It looks like the balance of power in the Mid-American Conference is right now in the West. This is 5 really good teams.
Yeah, we're going to see Ron English and those Eastern Michigan Eagles coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, that Buffalo kickoff return comes from the young man who blocked that field goal attempt in the first half, Colby Way, the 280-pound sophomore out of State College, PA.
Well, I don't think they really wanted him carrying the football necessarily.
One of the up men?
Yeah, but again, losing their fine return guy and wide receiver Terrell Jackson has really played a factor in this game.
All right, let's keep an eye now on Chaz Anderson and this Buffalo offense. They've moved the football today, but only been able to get in the end zone once. Look at Brandon Oliver. Does anybody at 5'8" and 200 pounds run tougher than this young man from Miami, Florida?
He's just got an amazing way of kind of sneaking and dodging and dipping and dancing, and all of a sudden he's got 6-7 yards, just like he had right there. Strong. You should see his. He is put together, that young man now. He's got some pins and he's got some guns on him.
We're going to have you translate that. Pins and guns. Well, we know how you like the running back's legs. We found that out. Yeah. Chaz Anderson will deliver that throw on time to Marcus Rivers. That's Rivers' 7th catch of the afternoon. Rivers now 7 catches on the day, and he's leading the Buffalo receiving parade. That's a first down bull.
Yep, that's really too easy. Just a little quick right into the short side of the field. That's an easy throw for Chaz Anderson.
Chaz Anderson, good day. Very efficient.
Excellent day, and a couple of really good scrambles that were very productive. He's had a heck of a day.
And again, if you're just joining us, he's a 5th-year already graduate student. Got his bachelor's degree in communications at the University of Cincinnati, where he played in Jeff Quinn, who was the offensive coordinator there, system. Brandon Oliver back to the attack with the ground game.
And, of course, Chaz Anderson, he wasn't here last spring for spring football because he was just finishing his degree last May at Cincinnati. But, he obviously knows this offense in and out. He's been with it 4 years at Cincinnati, same offense.
14 totes of the football today, but now down 2 touchdowns. Again, Jeff Quinn not getting away from that offensive workload of Brandon Oliver. Again, Anderson will trigger the out, and making the grab is Eddie Young. Young, the 200-pound senior out of Fort Worth, is going to come up about a yard shy in Northern Illinois territory to keep the drive alive.
And Jeff Quinn said it at halftime in his interview. Our offense has to control the football and help the defense out. And this is a crucial 3rd down right here, 3rd and 1.
Oliver out of the tail of the eye. And this is Oliver. Now on the pitch back to Anderson. He'll load it up for Rivers. He had it picked off. Intercepted out of that secondary by Deshaun Durant. On 3rd and 1, Buffalo tries to bring out the gadget, and Chaz Anderson gets picked off by Deshaun Durant.
I don't think he ever saw the safety, because if seen the safety, he'd have thrown the ball to the outside. And they had a play, but he never saw Durant sitting there in the middle. And credit Durant with good discipline on 3rd and short of maintaining his responsibility in the deep middle.
Buffalo hoping that maybe he'd get nosy and get him around the line of scrimmage.
Bite up. And in fact, I think that Anderson, he obviously never saw him there, because he would have never thrown the ball inside had he seen the safety.
You saw the reaction of head coach Jeff Quinn, who tried to dial that up. The football back to the ground game now for Northern Illinois on this first play after the turnover. Jazz Hopkins on the carry. The young man who has, well, let's check that. It was Akeem Daniels. So Daniels is in running this particular set of downs. 183-pound sophomore out of Kissimmee, Florida. Akeem Daniels wears number 30.
Well, I say the Buffalo defense better buckle it up this series and play some hard, aggressive defense. Otherwise, this thing could get away from it.
On 2nd and 10, there's that read option key by quarterback Chandler Harnish. Doug, describe when we say a read option decision from Harnish, what are we talking about?
Well, he simply reads the defensive end. If the defensive end holds his ground for the running back, well, then he's going to pull it and go up inside himself. And now we have an injury on the field with Buffalo. Looks like one of the down defensive linemen. There you see Chandler Harness right there, but he makes that read, and he reads the angle of the defensive end and how he's playing the play. It tells him whether to give it or to keep it. He made the read, kept it. But I'll tell you what, this Buffalo has done a good job, I think a good job against the option part of the Northern Illinois offense.
Stephen Means, the injured Buffalo Bull. Means, who's had a terrific season for Jeff Quinn. We'll check on Means when we come back to UB Stadium.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Question answered. Introducing Wendy's thickest, hottest, juiciest cheeseburgers ever. Dave's Hot and Juicy. With new toppings and a buttered toasted bun.
Nice shirt.
Dear NFL football, do you know what love is? Love is turning your pickup truck into a pirate ship. Love is cold Bud Light on a crisp afternoon. It's turning a parking space into a party space. Love is loving that every Sunday is our Sunday.
Bud Light, proud to be the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Because love is a beautiful thing.
It began with a sound and became a phenomenon. The longest-running crime drama in history returns to broadcast television.
We understand each other perfectly.
See it from the beginning.
There goes my beauty sleep.
The episodes nobody else has. Law and Order.
2 full hours tonight at 9 on My 50 Chicago.
Stephen Means, who has had a terrific season. He's had a terrific career here, the young man out of Buffalo, New York. Let's take a look and see if we can detect exactly how he was injured.
Well, let's see. There's a pretty good collision inside here. You see Means. He spins back into the play, and that almost looked like helmet-to-helmet contact with Chandler Harness right there. There's a good angle right here to take. Boy, what a great job by our crew. Yep, and his head was down, and that is, boy, I'll tell you, as a football coach, you just never let your players put their head down like that. That's dangerous. He appears to be fine on the sideline.
Yeah, that Buffalo athletic training staff tending to Stephen Means. Chandler Harness, that was dangerous. He floated that throw over the middle, and there was a lot of blue shirts on 3rd down and long that were in the neighborhood.
And Chandler Harness at times has looked kind of discombobulated today. And again, I think that the style of defense of Buffalo, the 3-4 defense, it really dictates you totally change your offense, and it has.
Buffalo get their hands on the football. Courtney Lester, that cornerback, will now get into that punt return mode. Let's see how Lester handles the football. He had problems with it, and Northern Illinois is on it once again. Lester made a movement like he was going to receive the football. It glanced off his hands. Another problem in the punt return game, and Northern Illinois has got another turnover.
Again, we're beating it to death, but again, that's not a fair catch signal. It gets totally out of whack. He's not confident back there. That's obvious. And again, the loss of Terrell Jackson continues to totally haunt this Buffalo football team.
And if you're just joining us, the all-time kick return leader, solid punt return leader, 50-year senior for, there he is, a young man with the neck brace on, outstanding young athlete, was hurt last week, came up with the neck injury in the loss in Philadelphia at Temple. And we wish all the best to Terrell Jackson. Now that first down carry is Jasmine Hopkins, and of course it came off that read option with Chandler Harnish, the trigger man, making all the decisions for the Northern Illinois offense.
Yep, and I'll tell you, and he makes them pretty darn well. And again, but you just can't give a flying offensive team like this kind of field position. You can't do it.
All right, again out of the pistol. Look at Harnish hold on to that. Chandler Harnish now inside the 10, and that's a big play first down. He held that football on that read to Cameron Bell. Look at what Chandler Harnish and Northern Illinois got accomplished last week in the second half.
I mean, come on, 422 yards and 393 rushing. Are you kidding me? And a lot of it looked like that play right there by Harnish.
Jasmine Hopkins inside the 5. Greg Logan, producer extraordinaire, can we go back to that real quick? I'd like to augment something there on that graphic that we just saw from that second half explosion. There, 697 yards. I mean, that's second most in Northern Illinois history, and they've had some prolific offenses. But, I mean, you don't put up 38 and a half. And with 422 yards on anybody, let alone Western Michigan.
Western Michigan is a good football team and have played a lot of really good defense this year, by the way.
What was that? You know, I mean, it looks like it's you're running drills 11 on air or, 7-on-7 drills. Harnish now off the waggle. Look at end zone. Going to keep the football. He'll duck it back in and lower that shoulder and got belted as he got inside the 1-yard line to bring up third down and just that much to go to get Northern Illinois on the board again. The hit came from that outstanding Lee Skinner, linebacker.
Now the danger is your quarterback, is taking a lot of shots just like that. And of course that's got to be of some concern to Coach Doran. But Chandler Harnish, he's 220 pounds. I mean, he's not a slender little guy running around out there. He's pretty strong himself.
Doug Rabert, Dave Doran, coach of Northern Illinois, has got that jumbo in again. Cameron Bell along with Adam Keel. This is Jasmine Hopkins. Hopkins tried to cross that final stripe. There's the signal. Third touchdown run of the day for Jasmine Hopkins of Northern Illinois as the Huskies build on this lead here mid-third quarter.
Well, I asked Jeff Quinn in our conference call the other day, are you concerned about losing Terrell Jackson? And all your punt returners, none of them have had a return this year, and he was, and rightfully so. It's been a huge problem and been a huge factor in this game today. 2 dropped, actually 3. They recovered 1 on their own, but they lost 2 fumbles on punt returns that gave Northern great field position.
Well, you just cannot turn the football over as the PAT is added by Matthew Sims. Jeff Quinn knows that. The entire Buffalo, Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator in Northern Illinois, he stressed that to us. You got to be secure with the football.
Yep.
Let's take a look at our AT&T All-America Player of the Week update. Now, you text your vote to that 55862 from the mobile phone. You got a chance to win a trip to the national championship game, football bowl subdivision style. All right, let's take a look at our All-America Player of the Week, Jaron Kreiner. What a night he had in that Arizona win over UCLA. 10 grabs, 101 yards, 3 touchdowns.
What a shock that win was.
That'll do it after, of course, Mike Stoops was let go.
Yep.
That is our AT&T All-America Player of the Week, Jaron Kreiner of Arizona. Again, text your vote to 55862 for your mobile phone, and you've got a chance to win a trip to the national championship game in early January of 2012.
If I could text, I'd
Well,
have
you don't know how
mine
to text,
Well,
Coach?
I'm a little bit old-fashioned like that now. I admit that.
I'm old school with you, but texting, man,
you got those thumbs working.
Oh,
huh?
you got.
But my thumbs don't work too well.
Jasmine Hopkins is working well today, isn't he? That senior tailback, already 3 touchdowns on the day, 11 on the year. And Jeff Quinn is saying, let's secure the football, please, on a return. Jafon Gill from the 5 for Buffalo. Ooh, Gill got popped. I mean, he got hit hard at those special teams. Northern Illinois leading the charge was the cornerback, Marky Hayes, the 5'8", 180-pound redshirt freshman out of Sycamore, Illinois.
Unbelievable figure here. Look at that. They really had no fumbles. The one fumble, we'll talk about that later. But 5 fumbles today. Unbelievable. And they'd only lost 1 coming into this game for the whole season. And that was kind of a stat kind of deal. That was on a block punt, that fumble.
Yeah. Now, Chaz Anderson's got to do a couple of things here as he starts his drive. They're going to run that inside draw on Brandon Oliver. It's like a face mask there. Don't see any flags. Oliver's got 12 yards at a first down, but he got ripped down up in around the horse collar or in the face mask.
I can't believe they missed that call. That looked like an obvious face mask to me.
What we have going for Northern Illinois here, 107 yards in the third quarter after, for them, a very pedestrian 181 at halftime. Now throw that wide receiver screen. Chaz Anderson will hook up with Eddie Young. And Young will get ushered out of bounds after a gain of about 4. Let's call it 2nd and 6.
You know, after last week, obviously you'd have to say that Northern Illinois has become a second-half football team.
Oh, yeah. That would certainly be on point, yes. Anderson will stay on the ground, hard running again off that stretch play from Brandon Oliver, following the blocks of Big Matt Ostrowski, the left guard, and left tackle, and Jason Carlson, the Buffalo left guard.
Boy, and I'll tell you, Brandon Oliver does run north and south, and of course there we see Mr. Jordan Lynch warming up on the sideline for Northern Illinois. We would possibly expect to see him the next series.
Dave Doran doing a fine job after taking over for Jerry Kill, who left DeKalb to head to the University of Minnesota. Look at that defensive hit out of the secondary as Brandon Oliver was absolutely planted. Coming up making the stop, Jordan Delegall, the 5th-year senior out of Miami. Let's listen to the pads popping here in Western New York.
Yeah, the little counter play. Whoa. Enough said.
So Buffalo is going to have to punt it away as Brandon Oliver met Jordan Delegall. Perez Ashford standing back at his 10-yard line for the Huskies. Jacob Shum did not get it to turn over the way he would have liked. It'll take that left turn and angle out of bounds. All right, Chandler Harnish, or might it be Jordan Lynch at the throttle of Dave Doran's Northern Illinois offense? Find out when we get back.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown, a familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs, we know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
Marathon is a proud sponsor of the Mid-American Conference. We back the MAC.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and trophy trout fishermen, which is why we've built our new Discoverer AT3 for all traction, all terrain, all the time performance. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
I'm Randy. That's my brother Wayne.
And we're owners of Royal Jewelers and Loans, where gold is at an all-time high.
People come to Royal from all over Chicagoland because we pay the most for gold. Royal gave me $120 for my gold earrings.
Royal gave me $1,000 for my diamond watch.
We'll buy your gold, your silver, your platinum, your diamonds, anything of value.
Even though gold's at an all-time high, what goes up must come down. Sell your gold now and get the best price.
On My 50 Chicago, when the work week ends, she's just getting started.
Murder, attempted murder, robbery. These are all very bad things.
The Closer, tonight at 7 on My 50 Chicago.
This afternoon's Mid-American Conference football game out of Amherst, New York, being brought to you by Marathon, fueling the American spirit. Also by Cleveland Clinic Sports Health. All your sports health needs under one roof. Visit sports-health.org for details. By the good gang at 5 Hour Energy, the no-wait, no-hassle way to a terrific morning. By First Energy, our energy is working for you. Also by Cooper Tires. Life's a road trip, so come on, let's go. And by Powerade, the complete sports drink. With Doug Graber, I'm Michael Regai, and all of our terrific crew here at UB Stadium. So Jordan Lynch. Jordan Lynch is the backup to Chandler Harnish, but this is a quarterback who has had a great deal of influence on the Northern Illinois offense this season.
Well, he's kind of a clone of Chandler Harnish. He's about the same size, about 220, and maybe runs even better than Chandler Harnish.
That was Akeem Daniels on that first down read carry from Jordan Lynch, and Jalil Verser ran him out of bounds.
Yeah, and of course Jordan Lynch is just a sophomore out of Chicago, and he played a little bit last year as a freshman, and obviously the heir apparent to senior Chandler Harnish, and I'll tell you, he has got a lot of talent. They're pretty well stocked at that quarterback position in DeKalb.
Yes, they are. All right, they'll run out of the pistol on 2nd and 9. You see all the movement from that Buffalo 3-4-D. Try to confuse the third-year sophomore. Akeem Daniels on the carry. It's power isolation football. Got a couple to the 35. Jordan Lynch last week had a 66-yard touchdown run against Western Michigan in that second half. Now Chandler Harnish comes back. Lynch got a couple of snaps.
Yeah, third down, time to throw it. Bring the thrower back in. Chandler Harnish just a little bit more experienced and accomplished as a thrower. And again, 5 wide receivers out there spread across the field.
Yeah, there you see it from top to bottom of your screen. Empty backfield. Harnish will fire to Perez Asford. He made the grab. Excellent secure tackle in the open field from Buffalo's Courtney Lester, but that's going to move the sticks 40-yard line. Harnish throws the third down completion. Jordan Lynch back in the football game.
This is a very well-coached offensive football team. I mean, he needs 5 yards here, runs the route, gets the first down right there, right on the money. Nice job by coordinator Matt Canada.
Off that jet sweep action, Jordan Lynch will keep the football. You saw the Jamison Wells was in motion for the jet sweep. Now we got a late flag from the back judge, and we'll sort this out.
Yeah, I saw it, and it's a good call. That was a late hit by Scott Weddage, the center. No question about that, and that's a good call. Just a little bit too aggressive coming in there as the play.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 71, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. The down counts, second down.
Fifth-year senior, 310-pound man in the middle, Scott Weddage in here. Well, he's a good one. Played a lot of football at Northern Illinois.
And there he's trying to clean up the pile, and he just can't allow that. Nice job by the Mid-American Conference officiating crew. Obvious penalty.
It'll set back this Husky drive back to the 29-yard line, so it's now first down and 21. The line to make is right to the midfield strike. Another read option, and this carry goes to Leighton Settle. Now, Jasmine Hopkins, Akeem Daniels, Jamal Womble, Leighton Settle, Cameron Bell, Pat McAvoy, Jamison Wells, not to mention Chandler Harnish and Jordan Lynch. All have had carries today for Northern Illinois.
Cupboard is pretty well stocked, I would say.
Counting that? We'll count them up again. All those ball carriers today for the Huskies. Harnish is back and airing it out deep. A lot of hand fighting and battling. He wanted Jamison Wells Wells was, though, in coverage, and pretty solid coverage it was from Najah Johnson, who wears number 22.
Yep, the redshirt freshman. Really, you'd like to see him get his head back a little bit sooner, and I always called it a pacifier when they put that hand on the receiver.
Pacifier?
Pacifier for a cornerback. Yeah, some of them, the young ones need that. You got to break that habit.
Ryan Neer's got to boot it away. Who's back this time in the deep spot? They're going to go with Javon Gill. I'll take that back. No, the fair catch at the 21-yard line. It kind of draws a little bit of American Bronx cheer. Devin Hughes, the redshirt freshman, now getting an opportunity. Javon Gill has handled most of the kick return duties, but we've seen Ed Young and Courtney Lester have their problems as punt returners.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, and Hughes looked very, very comfortable and very natural doing that. That's going to be your guy from now on.
You made that coaching decision for Jeff.
I have, absolutely.
Let's tell him. Let's call down to Coach Quinn. Doug Raver says he's got your punt return. Chaz Anderson in this Buffalo offense. Can they get something substantial here? Anderson's throw will sail over the head and incomplete of wideout Alex Newts.
Yeah, that throw got away from him a little bit. And, you know, I shook hands with Chaz Anderson yesterday in the facility, and he doesn't have real big hands. You know, us coaches always notice those things like that.
Yeah, again, this young man, you know,
he's played well today.
Well, he has. He's very efficient.
Yep.
And again, with Jeff Quinn and Brian Kelly, of course, as a backup throughout his career at the University of Cincinnati. He's going to float that for Alex Newts, who made a terrific grab near the midfield stripe. That wheel route up the sideline. And how about the throw on the move from Chaz Anderson?
That was his best throw of the day. This is not an easy throw on the run, and he just flicks it out there, and that was absolutely perfect to the 6'4" Newts.
He beat Johnny Faustin. Back to that delay draw. This is Brandon Oliver. Oliver got a quick 5 as he was tumbled to the ground at the 44-yard line. The 18th carry of the afternoon for 80 yards now on the ground for Brandon Oliver, one of Phil Steele's MAC mid-season first-teamers. We'll tell you more about that in a moment after that flag is picked up and everything squared away with referee Don Willard today.
I think that we've got a little bit of a jawing going on the field right now. I don't know, there was between the wide receiver and the cornerback. I'm not sure if that's where the penalty was incurred or not. A little bit of pushing and shoving and all that stupid stuff that goes on sometimes in football.
Coaches really detest and have to police with their football teams all the time.
Absolutely. Discipline is the key.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 18, 15-yard penalty, down counts, second down.
Yep, that's what I saw. Fred Lee in the corner got into it, and of course the last man is the one that gets it called on. It could have gone either way.
Well, Fred Lee had the flag thrown in his direction, and that'll cost the Buffalo Bulls a lot of real estate.
Yep, he's explaining to the coach there, he did this. I've heard all that before.
Sure. And a lot of times we do see it is the second action that gets flagged.
That was he and Johnny Faustin that kind of got tangled up a little bit.
Chaz Anderson will stay on the ground. Look at Brandon Oliver explode to that second level. I'll tell you what, he just got back 12 of the 20 that Buffalo needed, just like that, as Brandon Oliver approaches the 100-yard mark yet again. It'll be the fourth time this year.
Boy, he's strong, and that power was very, very power play, very well blocked. Nice job by Gokhan Ozcan from Staten Island, New York.
Third time for Chaz Anderson. Got to step up, came middle. Well, he had Marcus Rivers open. Rivers was hanging out in the middle of the football field, but that throw got away from Anderson, and Buffalo's going to punt it away.
Yeah, I thought that he expected the wide receiver to keep moving, and he kind of settled there, and they weren't on the same page, and sets up 4th down.
Jacob Shum again will punt it away. Perez Ashford one more time. There's Ashford, who wears number 7. Standing at his own 10-yard line to receive this punt of Jacob Shum. Pretty nice job here as Shum will hang that high, and fair catching is Perez Ashford. Speaking of Perez Ashford, the outstanding wideout in Northern Illinois, take a look at our good hands play of the day, brought to you by Allstate. First play of the 3rd quarter. Go High Point the football, Perez Ashford.
You called it. High Point is the key word, and he just beat the safety up for the football and strong hands and brought it down.
That, your Allstate good hands play of the day. So Perez Ashford with a couple of grabs. That one was for 39 yards. That was duly noted by all of our stellar crew down in the truck. Chandler Harnish, read option. That means he keeps the football off his reads and his keys in that Huskies option attack.
It's really interesting when they get into that 3-back. It's kind of an inverted wishbone kind of a deal, and I'll tell you what, you're going to see a lot of teams in college football taking a long look at this Northern Illinois offense in the offseason, because they have given people a lot of problems with their combination of the spread and the option.
245-pound Jamal Womble. He wears number 5. You see him offset right to the right shoulder of Chandler Harnish. Womble's got this carry, and that's a load now. Close to about. See, they didn't get him on the ground. No. Look at that body frame. Real close to 250 pounds on a 5'11" frame.
Out of Teaching, North Carolina. How did he end up in Northern Illinois?
I do not know, sir.
It's amazing how this happens sometimes.
Cannot answer that question.
Look at him. That's a 250-pound back. And that was the zone read in the end. Did not close, so they handed the ball to the running back, Womble. But if you watch the quarterback's eyes on the option, he is reading what the defense does as he makes the decision to either give it or keep.
4 wide now for Harnish. He's going to fire middle. It was there, but his throw was a little bit too tall for Deron Brown, who had a lot of separation running free in that Buffalo secondary.
That was a touchdown right there waiting to happen, and just a little bit overthrown right there. Just a pure post cut by Harnish, and just a tad overthrown. Again, the young safeties for Buffalo both were out of position on that play.
All right, so Buffalo's Bulls going to go again with Devin Hughes out of Tyrone, Georgia, to receive this punt. Hughes on the run, or did he? No, did put the hand up for the fair catch.
He called it early.
It's all right. That's 2 in a row that he got secured, Devin Hughes. And maybe in addition to his wide receiving duties, he's earned another job for Jeff Quinn.
And Jeff Quinn, I know, is kicking himself right now. Wish he would have had Hughes in right from the start, because neither Young or Lester looked comfortable back there at all. That was obvious right from the start.
There have been 3 fumbles on the afternoon, 2 on punt return opportunities, and another in the ground game that have kind of short-circuited the Buffalo calls. Brandon Oliver on the read play that Buffalo will run, and that's going to be a 4-yard loss as Northern Illinois starts to swarm. Pat Schiller wears number 53. We saw his mom and dad in the hotel lobby while we were having breakfast this morning.
Yeah, we surely did, and Pat Schiller has come in this year and really stabilized that middle backer position for Coach Doran right there.
2nd and 14 after Schiller with that 4-yard tackle for loss. Anderson will float that screen to Brandon Oliver. Look at the move by Oliver. Oh, tried to cut back, and had he been able to keep his footing, he might have been able to pick up that first down. As it was, again, that screen has been good today to Chaz Anderson with Brandon Oliver.
That screen has been very good, and the only problem here, he tries to cut off his inside foot right there, and that's why he was not able to make the cut.
So that will put an end to 45 minutes of football. Quarter number 3 is done. Buffalo on the march. They need 7 here as Northern Illinois has opened up a 21-point lead.
Introducing the 60 Seconds of Mayhem Sweepstakes. You could win a new car and kick a field goal at the Allstate BCS National Championship for a boat, motorcycle, RV, and a home makeover. January 9th is going to be mayhem. Will you be there? Enter at allstatecfb.com.
The Johnsons, right?
Yeah.
Which house is yours?
The one with the Silverado up front.
So, what do you do?
Well, nice.
And Bingo was his name.
For those who live life for a living, the Chevy Silverado. From worksite to home front, Chevy runs deep.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget, like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
Saving for our child's college fund was getting expensive.
Yes, it was. So to save some money, we taught our 5-year-old how to dunk.
Scholarship. Honey, go get him.
There's an easier way to save. Get online. Go to geico.com. Get a quote. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Redesign the interior of your home with Cook Brothers Warehouse Prices. Cook Brothers offers a great variety of furniture and electronics without the membership fee. Let us give your house the new style at the best prices. Real warehouse buying power. 2-piece Viviana chocolate sectional by Ashley, just $499.90. 2-piece taupe suede sofa and love seat, $299. And twin wooden bunk bed, just $99.
We stack 'em deep and sell 'em cheap. Cook Brothers, 1740 North Costner.
Together, they're perfect.
Talking about us?
Bones, tonight at 5 and 6 on My 50 Chicago.
Before we start quarter number 4, let's take a look at our Cleveland Clinic Sports Health game summary. 4 touchdowns, a pair in the second quarter, pair more here in the third quarter, 3 of them from tailback Jasmine Hopkins. Has Northern Illinois now with a 3-touchdown lead at 21-10. Buffalo, 5 fumbles, 3 of them lost today. And they only fumbled once, lost in the first 7 football games, and that was on a technicality. So that's how the day has gone. But now working on a short field are the Buffalo Bulls. Chaz Anderson to put it up. Fired that in route, and it was incomplete off the hands of Devin Hughes at punt returner. Michael Regai alongside Doug Graber. And this has been about for Buffalo when the quickened pace tempo of the Northern Illinois offense started in the second quarter. That's when the Huskies started to take off.
That's where it all went south for Buffalo, and just a penalty now. But that's where it all went south. You know, in the speed and all their personnel changes, it just totally got Buffalo out of whack defensively.
Yeah, it did. Now, Buffalo's been able to move the football. I mean, Chaz Anderson, we said he's had an efficient afternoon. He did have the one throw picked off during that third quarter drive. It's going to be a 4th and 4 now, and Anderson wants to try to move those sticks and pick up a first down as the play clock continues to wind down here.
4 wide receivers set.
And And now Northern Illinois is going to take the timeout.
First charge, timeout of the half. Northern Illinois.
A 4th and 4, and Northern Illinois decides, wait a minute. And remember now, Dave Doran, the first-year head coach, this is what he's done. He's been the defensive coordinator for Brett Bielema at the University of Wisconsin the last 4 years.
Well, you know, you give coaches long enough to think about something, they'll think about something bad. He said timeout on a 4th and 4.
And no question. And so Dave Doran doing a solid job. This Northern Illinois football team at 4-3, so looking for their 5th win of the year. What they haven't done is play particularly well away from home. Almost, pretty much one of those real strong home field advantages at Husky Stadium in DeKalb. That's long been the case for Northern Illinois. Right. They've had their problems on the road, in particular those 3 losses this year, although one of them was right down the road at Soldier Field in Chicago.
But you know what? They didn't play well in this game early in terms of being on the road, but boy, they got it going now. 4th down again, fourth and about 4.
Yeah, big play here, 4th down and 4, as Chaz Anderson will take a look at the sideline. Let's see if Buffalo can keep this drive alive. Got to pick up 4, need the 40-yard line to do it. Anderson in a lot of trouble being chased through that football left-handed, and it is caught by Eddie Young. Oh, you won't find it ad-libbed better than that around college football today. Being flushed. Take a look at this. Flushed to the sideline. He threw his left hand.
Yeah, and it's the only chance he had to get rid of the football and complete it. Amazing. And watch the receiver now come back for the football. That's a nice job on the scramble.
How good is that for the Buffalo Bulls as Anderson back live will fire again and hook up with Eddie Young. That's terrific ad-lib football. That's like all you youngsters are going to play after this game's over when you head out into the backyards today.
Well, that's quick thinking because he really could not have thrown the ball with his right hand because of the pursuit.
Anderson again going quickly, and that Brandon Oliver on the carry. He just got swallowed up as that white-shirted Husky defense all over it.
Yeah, he had no chance there, and great pursuit by the Husky defense, and really not a chance in the world to advance the football there. Again, now that's going to set up about a 3rd and about 5. Buffalo's got a 4 wide receiver offense out there.
We'll take a look and see what Chaz Anderson tries to dial up here, that line to make at the 16-yard line. Anderson will gun the in route. It is caught by Alex Newts. 1st down, Buffalo's Bulls. Chaz Anderson making plays. He ad-libbed a completion with his left hand a few plays ago, and now hitting Newts on that quick slant. 1st down, Buffalo.
Again, the slant route has been very effective for Buffalo today.
Brandon Oliver will reverse it to Young. Young looking end zone, and that throw is broken up. He wanted Marcus Rivers, as again inside the red zone, Buffalo bringing out the gadget plays.
And that was Demetrius Stone that did a good job in coverage right here. Right there coming into the football, gets a hand in and out it goes. Jeff Quinn has pulled out all the stops today. There's no question about that.
Young Demetrius Stone making that play. That was 6. Jeff Quinn tried to dial up Eddie Young throwing the football to Marcus Rivers. Back to that read option. Brandon Oliver trying to cut back inside. He got to the 10 and then got stopped right there. And Schiller again on that stop, Doug.
Interesting with the Northern defense. They're missing probably their top 4 defensive players for either injury or whatever different situations, will not be with them for this entire year. So this young defense for Northern has been really coming on now the last couple weeks.
Huskies showing blitz, and they're coming on 3rd and 8. That quick fade to Marcus Rivers is broken up. Broken up defensively out of the secondary by Rashawn Melvin out of Waukegan, Illinois.
Offside. Defense. Number 91. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
Yeah, there was some movement there on the blitz before the snap, and of course, out comes number 91.
Yeah, instead of 3rd and 8, it's 3rd and 3, as that was Anthony Wells,
yep.
third-year sophomore, who encroached. That's a big difference now. You know, Buffalo was looking at 3rd and 8. Now it's 3rd and 3 with the football. 5-yard line.
And I'm sure they'll go for it here. They have 2 downs really to get this, in my opinion.
Anderson on the move outside the numbers, and he'll throw that away. Had to throw that away as Ed Young was covered at the back of the end zone. Doug, the thing is, you know, we talk about red zone offense, and that's great, but the football field constricts. And actually, does it give did you always feel it had a little bit gave an advantage to you on the defensive side of the football with everything constricted down inside, say, the 10-yard line?
No question. And I think, in my coaching career, the best thing I ever did is I worked with Bud Carson, the legendary defensive coordinator, and he taught me so many red zone coverages that were so good.
4th down for Anderson. That throw is caught. Outstanding grab. Alex Newts, touchdown, Buffalo Bulls. As that back hip throw from Chaz Anderson. How about the set of hands Alex Newts has to haul in his 3rd touchdown grab of the year?
Well covered, throws it to the back hip, back shoulder, and a nice catch by Alex Newts. Really pretty well covered.
Chaz Anderson with his 6th touchdown pass of the year. Alex Newts has been on the receiving end of 3 of those. Now Buffalo's got themselves back into it now. On this PAT from Peter Farden. And the homestanding Buffalo Bulls are back to within 14. Chaz Anderson hooking up with Alex Newts for the Buffalo touchdown.
Dear NFL football, you inspire us to do some crazy things to both ourselves and our loved ones. But if a fan loving his team is crazy, then pass the Bud Light and call us crazy.
Bud Light, proud to be the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Looking good, dog.
I'm not a morning person. Janie, though, happy, active. It's not natural. At least I used to think that. Then I found 5-Hour Energy. I couldn't believe the difference it made. Amazing. Coffee never did this for me.
What are you doing?
Had a 5-Hour Energy. Thought I'd join you. Janie really noticed. Am I a morning person now? I'd say we're on speaking terms, which is more than I can say about
5-Hour Energy, the cure for mornings.
Okay, here's your room key. The crib is already there.
Great.
Thank you so much. We provide great service so you can stay you. Holiday Inn Express, stay you.
Today's trivia question, what's the hardest play in baseball?
The unassisted triple play.
The unassisted triple play.
Stay smart and book smart. Book early and save up to 20% at any Holiday Inn Express. Stay you.
When gas prices are high, car insurance may seem like an unneeded expense. Which car is Ryan's? Or get caught driving without insurance, and the fines and penalties will end up costing you a fortune. In other words, state minimum coverage from Safe Auto could actually end up saving you money. So if money's tight, listen to our friend Gracie here.
Hey, pick up the phone.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. State minimum coverage, maximum savings.
Call or click us, baby.
There's a man that hold that throw from Chaz Anderson in. Alex Newts, his 3rd touchdown catch of the year. And Buffalo's back in it. Now 31-17. Let's take a look at our Wendy's Real Deal. And in this case, it is Tennessee head coach Derek Dickey about Buffalo linebacker Khalil Mack. Good as anybody we play. He's a train wreck on an offense. Glowing words from Derek Dickey, the Tennessee head coach. That's your Khalil Mack observation from an opposing coach. Real Deal brought to you by Wendy's.
Yeah, look at the numbers. You know, he's 6th in the country. In TFLs, he's had at least 2 today that I remember. 4 forced fumbles, first in the MAC. He is a train wreck because he's just so big and so fast and so explosive.
Yep, couple of tackles for loss today. Now Tommy Lee Lewis having problems for Northern Illinois, and that's going to cost him. Got a late flag, though, at the 10-yard line as Lewis got snowed under at the 6. Well, flags flying all over the place. Now, this is getting very edgy, very chippy.
Yeah, it really is, and I think both coaches really need to work here to get these teams a little bit better under control. Just too much extracurricular stuff, foolish, jawing, jacking back and forth, and then that just leads to issues.
Jaw jacking, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 83. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
You know, I thought they must have picked up the flag because I thought the late flag came in. I thought sure we were going to have a personal foul as well, but obviously they picked that flag up.
They threw 3 flags,
yeah,
which was the total for a block in the back.
Yeah.
But one of them came way after the play was over. So, all right. All of that having been said, be it as it all may, let's start Northern Illinois' offensive series from back near their own goal line for Chandler Harnish. They're going to run the football. Jasmine Hopkins on the carry for Jazz Hopkins' 16th carry today. And, of course, Hopkins, the young man, 3 times he's been in the end zone. 3 touchdown runs today for that young man, Jasmine Hopkins, out of Stanley, North Carolina. No gain there, 2nd and 10.
You know, and when you run the 3-4 system and you get big enough to what the coaches speak as a 2-gap it, then that's tough to run on inside.
Harnish in trouble. Able to get out of the end zone, but was not able to beat Khalil Mack as Mack put him in his sights at the 5-yard line. Top of the hour here in the East. Great to have you with us here in our Mid-American Conference Game of the Week, brought to you by Marathon. Northern Illinois going for their 5th win of the year here at UB Stadium in Amherst, New York. Doug Graber's here. I'm Michael Regai, and all of our terrific crew. Producer Greg Logan, Director Dave Taskett, Dan Larson, our TD, and all the gang. Showing you all the great pictures, letting you hear the good sounds of an afternoon of Mid-American Conference football. 3rd and 7. This Buffalo crowd starting to come up a little bit for their defense. Harnish out of the end zone. In trouble. Chandler Harnish spinning his way, trying to get to the first down sticks. He's going to come up about 1.5 yards shy. Well, he kept that play alive, though, and battled.
Yeah, that was Khalil Mack chasing him. The train wreck was chasing him all the way across the field. And, you know, talking to William Inge yesterday about Khalil Mack, said the most humble, soft-spoken young man that you ever want to be around, and yet when the whistle blows, he just transforms into a totally different person. There you see Coach Inge.
A young man out of Fort Pierce, Florida. He is a Butkus Award candidate, and that signifies, of course, the top middle linebacker in all of the football bowl subdivision. Dave Doran asked for a measurement from referee Don Willard and his crew, and you see it's a better part of 1 yard, maybe 1 yard plus shy. And Northern Illinois has got to kick it away. And Doug, if Devin Hughes can get this football secured, Buffalo's going to have very good field position here to start this drive, trying to get back even further into it.
Yep, and you know, there's 11 minutes to go in this football game. I mean, this is not over by a long shot.
Well, there is a good look at Devin Hughes, the young man who has stabilized this return game on the punt side today for Jeff Quinn in Buffalo. Ryan Nair to kick it away.
You know, and with a punt returner, you can tell when the ball's in the air. You can just see the comfort level and the comfort zone that they're in, and this young guy's got it.
Well, Buffalo showed pressure, and Neer did not hit it well. Did not hit it well. Got a decent roll. Pretty good roll at the end of it and into Buffalo territory where it is down to the 46-yard line. Chaz Anderson have any more ad-lib theatrics in him? Find out when we come back.
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown. A familiar face and a name you know. Come on, we know you, we know your needs. We know what being a neighbor means. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
Marathon is a proud sponsor of the Mid-American Conference. We back the MAC.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, it's the new AT&T smartphone.
Nice. I wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got a good deal.
Look at that screen. Fast, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, FITD.
It streams movies. Real web browsing. Turn left now. Look at this camera. Hold on. Let's get a photo. I'm listening to downloaded music. Oh, I can afford that. See ya.
The AT&T Impulse 4G. For $29.99, there's no excuse not to get your own. AT&T.
See these great offers and more at myjohndeeredealer.com. John Deere is a proud sponsor of college football.
I'm in the Honors Program here at NIU. The Honors House is a place where honors students can live together. I lived in the Honors House as a freshman, so I got to meet people right off the bat. I was with students who were in the same kinds of classes as me. So living in the Honors House just meant I had that group to start off with. Living with other honors students made all the difference in my experience, so why go anywhere else?
Northern Illinois University. Learning today.
Leading tomorrow.
Take the square root of the height of the Willis Tower, divide by the circumference of the bean, and what do you get? 630, which is also the time you can watch The Big Bang Theory on My 50 Chicago. What? I checked the math.
What do you say we take a look at some potential finalists for our Capital One Cup Impact Performance of the Week? Ryan Broyles, love him as a wide receiver. Look at the new NCAA career leader in that Oklahoma Sooner program. And Fozzie Whitaker, the Texas kick returner, and well, you go 100 yards, Doug, in each of the last two. I mean, that's making things happen on kick return units.
Absolutely.
Log on to CapitalOneCup.com to vote for this week's Impact Performance. Ryan Broyles, Oklahoma. Fozzie Whitaker, Texas. Red River rivalry. Well, Oklahoma just dusted off Texas a couple weeks ago in that Red River shootout.
Well, they sure did. That was Oklahoma. Wow.
And who you, if I say right now, Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Boise State, who you like as your top team in the nation? I will let you answer that after we tell you Brandon Oliver got a couple on that first down carry. What do you think?
Well, I still think it's between Alabama and LSU. That's my own personal opinion. Just too many great defensive players on both those two teams.
Now, they play 2 weeks from today in Tuscaloosa.
Yep.
So somebody's going to get a loss there. The other will probably remain undefeated. I said beginning of the year, I like Alabama, Oklahoma national championship game.
Might be right.
And we'll see as Chaz Anderson will trigger the throw to the sophomore wideout, Fred Lee, who made the grab. And that's going to move the chains. First down. Hey, if Buffalo gets one on the board here, and they get in here and put 7 up, I mean, even if they put 3 up here, Jeff Quinn's got his football team battling near fourth quarter.
No, they are, and I'll tell you, and Chaz Anderson has made a lot of very, very good throws today.
I go back to the ground game. Look at a cut by Brandon Oliver. We got to the second level. That's 9 quick yards for Brandon Oliver on his 24th carry of the day. That's right around his average, Doug. I mean, we're teasing Jeff. He carries it 25. He's carried it 32, 34 times in games this year.
Right, and Coach Quinn didn't make any apologies. He said, hey, he's my guy. He's going to get it.
The backup running backs, Javon Gill and Anthony Taylor, have 6 and 4 carries respectively.
They're true backups, aren't they?
Yeah. Brandon Oliver trying to get to the first down sticks. You see the pursuit, though, of that Northern Illinois defense. Pat Schiller, we've called his name a lot. He wears number 53. Terrific football player. Ronnie Newcomb and DeBall Jefferson on him. But there's Schiller. Doesn't he look like a middle linebacker? He looks like a middle linebacker.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to look like. He looks a little bit like that other middle linebacker that plays just north of him. They're up there for the
Ryan
Chicago
Urlacher?
Bears. Yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
Maybe not stacked quite as well, but he's a little bit similar.
Aren't the Bears in London tomorrow?
Yep.
Against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Oh, that third down carry again for Brandon Oliver. Got stacked up. Pat Schiller again with his pals in front of him. Ron Newcomb, who wears number 96. DeBall Jefferson, number 99 on the hits. 4th down and short.
Well, they've had problems all day on 3rd and 4th and short. I look for them to some kind of play action or something here. Yep. They're definitely not going to be play action because they're in a 4 wide receiver spread offense.
You think they'll run the football again with Oliver or Anderson making a decision here, or will they put it up?
I think they're going to put it up. We'll see. A lot of it depends on what Northern Illinois does on defense, and that's exactly what Jeff Quinn wants to take a look at.
Yeah, so Jeff Quinn going to call a timeout. You know, we were mentioning Chicago, and we'd like to salute all of you on our Mid-American Conference Football Network. All of you checking out your Northern Illinois Huskies today on WPWR My 50 in Chicago, and all of you checking it out on WTVO, the ABC affiliate, ABC 17 in Rockford. That's good football country, and they love the Northern Illinois Huskies. And all of you right here in Buffalo and Western New York on WFOY My 17 as well. Glad all of you are with us today out of UB Stadium. Let's take a look at the MAC West. Toledo's Rockets, Jim Beckman's squad. They've got Miami at home tonight at Glass Bowl Stadium. A win, they'll go to 4-0. Now, Northern Illinois looking to go to 3-1 today. But Doug Graber, the last time we checked, Ron English in Eastern Michigan had an early lead on Western Michigan. I mean, wouldn't that be something? Eastern Michigan comes up with a win today. Check on that more in a moment. This is 4th and short.
But I like defensively, Northern's up pressing all the wide receivers, taking away the easy throws.
First down and a whole lot more. Chaz Anderson, that was scripted, and a quarterback keep all the way out of the shotgun. First down, Chaz Anderson in Buffalo.
No, and the fact that they pressed the wide receivers, and that was a check, and that was a nice job of the offensive line and Chaz Anderson.
A terrific job. That right guard Andre Davis holding blocks. Anderson will step up, being chased. Flick that throw to Alex Newts, and again Chaz Anderson. I mean, Doug, that's 7 yards. He looks like he's got nothing, and comes up with Newts on that quick throw to get 7 to bring up 2nd and short.
Anderson's just a football player. I mean, he's got a great field awareness about him. He knows where he's at. He can move in the pocket. He can throw on the run.
He'll deliver that throw again, and making the catch out of the backfield was Eddie Young, but Sean Durant coming up and making that stick out of that safety spot for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, Eddie, you could just see that coming. That was a dead play right from the get. Mr. Durant was tracking that one beautifully inside out.
3rd down and 6, line to make down at that 17-yard line of Northern Illinois. Clock now inside the 7-minute mark. Buffalo needs points and needs them on this drive. Anderson fired that throw, and he got picked off. He was intercepted by Rashawn Melvin, who sat on that route and read it and jumped it. INT Rashawn Melvin, big play from the Northern Illinois secondary.
He misread the coverage. This is cover 2. He misread it. He did not see the corner sitting there, and that's just a bad pre-snap read by Chaz Anderson, because it's cover 2 and that corner sitting right there. He never saw him.
Saw Rashawn Melvin. He came off Marcus Rivers, coach, and jumped that route.
Yeah, that's just exactly what the corner's supposed to do in cover 2.
All right, out of the pistol formation, go back to Jasmine Hopkins, who get the first down carry in the ground game. And now you can expect Chandler Harnish and this offense to go to work on that clock.
I would certainly think so. 6:25 and running here is the clock, and that interception, that's pretty much the death knell now. Look at the turnovers today. Wow. You know, if they don't turn it over 5 times, who knows what happens in this game.
You know, and Jeff Quinn, and rightfully so, was so effusive about his football team's ball security this week. They've fumbled it 3 times in the return game, or rather 2 times in the return game, then picked off twice, and of course even Brandon Oliver had it raked away from him in the opening half.
They had 5 turnovers in 7 games, and then have 5 in 1 game. I mean, that's just crazy.
Well, though, on the 2 INTs and on the strip of Brandon Oliver, 3 of them, let's give a lot of credit to the Northern Illinois defense.
Yeah, and of course, you know, the others were on their punt return.
The 2 of them, right.
2 of them, and really they fumbled another one that they recovered.
Well, Chandler Harnish now really going to work, as we said, on that play clock. Harnish now will trigger the throw. Excellent breakup from Courtney Lester. He wanted to find Perez Ashford, and that's going to be a 3 and out, and Buffalo's going to get their hands right back on it. So a couple of minutes off that game clock, but 4th and 9 on the nice breakup by Lester.
You know, those 2 freshman corners, Lester and Johnson for Buffalo, they've made a lot of plays today. I mean, they have shown me that they're going to be very good cornerbacks. I mean, both are 6 foot. They have some size.
Low snap, and Buffalo's coming after it. Another fair catch, Devin Hughes. He's fair caught 3 of them successfully here in the second half. When we come back, another opportunity for Chaz Anderson and Jeff Quinn's offense to get back closer to Northern Illinois.
If shopping for insurance were like shopping for diapers, you might think all these cost about the same, protect about the same. But what if you have an accident? Allstate Accident Forgiveness starts the day you sign up. These guys might make you wait a couple of years.
We can't wait a couple of years.
No, you cannot.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
Call Allstate now, and you'll also get a free lifetime membership in Good Hands Roadside Assistance.
I am 100% certain that I am overpaying for my home phone.
Trust me, it's a lot of money. I feel like I'm getting duped. Surprise, you owe this much this month.
I discovered Vonage. I was like, okay, thank God.
Isn't it time you stopped paying too much for your home phone service? Sign up for Vonage now and call anywhere in the U.S. and Canada for one low, flat monthly rate. Go to Vonage.com or call now.
I'm Cheryl Roberts, and this is the last bill
Before I switch to Vonage.
The Marathon MAC Football Championship returns to Ford Field in Detroit Friday, December 2nd. The MAC East and West Division champions square off with the Mid-American Conference Championship on the line. Don't miss your chance to catch one of only 6 major college conference championship games live. Visit the Ford Field box office. Call 800-745-3000 or log on to Ticketmaster.com for ticket information. The MAC Football Championship is presented by Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
My Comedy is on My 50 Chicago. Weeknights at 5, spend more time with family.
I didn't just get a husband. I got a whole freak show that set up their tent right across the street.
This family.
Well, we're not here to have fun.
Well, then you're the man for the job.
A full hour with Chicago's first family of comedy, the Barones.
Who are you people?
Every weeknight at 5.
We can't be happy to see you?
Historically, no.
Back-to-back episodes of Everybody Loves Raymond. Weeknights at 5 and 5:30 on My 50 Chicago.
This afternoon's Mid-American Conference football game. Northern Illinois, Buffalo, being brought to you by Marathon, fueling the American spirit. Also by Verizon, America's largest, most reliable wireless network. By Bud Light, sure sign of a good time. Here we go. By Champion, it's how you play. By Vonage, sounds good. By Allstate, shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent. by Tostitos Artesian Recipes. Also by Honda Generators, power for the ultimate tailgating experience. And by the 6th annual Old Spice Classic. Basketball we're talking about, November 24th through the 27th in Orlando, Florida. All right, Northern Illinois, 5:07 left. Huskies back on defense, have a 31-17 lead and trying to go to 5-3 on the year and 3-1 in the MAC and stay fairly connected to those Toledo Rockets who lead the MAC West. And this is Chaz Anderson who triggered that throw that Alex Newts will haul in. That's a first down. However, we've got a flag right at the feet of Chaz Anderson.
Foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 57. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Northern Illinois got hit with Kyle Jenkins, the fifth-year senior, on a roughing the passer. And that'll move it 15 yards after that hookup. Again, it's still Buffalo giving themselves an opportunity, Doug, if they can put points on them.
Absolutely. I mean, a score in an onside kick in 5 minutes is a lot of time. You got plenty of time to do that.
4 wide receivers for Chaz Anderson with Brandon Oliver offset. Anderson stepping up and gunning end zone for Newts, and it was broken up beautifully out of the secondary by Johnny Faustin. Alex Newts thought he had 6 in the corner of that end zone.
Yeah, he's waiting for the ball to come down. He's got it. And Johnny Faustin, number 28, watching, he gets fooled a little bit on the double route, and he makes a great recovery right there and just goes up. He's reading his hands because his back was to the ball, and that was a great play by the young sophomore out of Naples, Florida.
Exceptional defensive play as he was beaten by Newts. Anderson will check down and come middle. He's got Brandon Oliver. Oliver got met by that middle linebacker for Michael Santa Caterfino. Made that hit. Now that is a collision. Michael Santa Caterina and Brandon Oliver. First down, Buffalo. Anderson again, wheel route. Rivers, he's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo Bulls. Marcus Rivers hauling in the throw from Chaz Anderson to put 6 on the board for Buffalo.
Oh my, look out now. 4:14 left. I would speculate that Coach Quinn will kick it off here with this much time.
That's a pretty throw, too, by Chaz Anderson over the outstretched defense of Rashawn Melvin, who picked him off a moment ago. Peter Fardendad, the PAT. Hey, don't go anywhere. Go grab another sandwich. Get your favorite beverage. 4:14 left, and the Buffalo Bulls have put 14 unanswered on the board here in the second half.
And remember, just in the back of the minds of these Huskies, they have really struggled on the road this year. They're on the road. They've got a 1-touchdown lead with 4:14 left. Some anxious moments now on that Husky sideline.
Chaz Anderson now 31 of 44 for 355 yards on the day. He's thrown his second touchdown pass of the afternoon. Anderson, and I know there have been a couple of picks, and there you see the numbers, but he's played very, very well in moving this Buffalo offense to him.
He really has, and he is calm. He moves in the pocket extremely well, throws very well on the, and just like we saw on tape, he's very accurate on the underneath throws. He throws the outcuts very well, throws the fades well. He's got good timing.
Northern Illinois to get their hands on the football. Johnny Lee Lewis, not what Buffalo wanted. It kicked out of bounds, which means Northern Illinois will start this drive at the 40-yard line. Now let's take a look at play of the game, brought to you by First Energy. Our energy working for you. Doug Graber, he did. He threw that left-handed, man.
Unbelievable.
On a 4th and 4, watch Chaz Anderson and watch Eddie Young come back to the football, right?
Absolutely. And boy, you come back and you help your quarterback out when he's running for his life.
I love it. I love it. That's what college football is all about. That's our first energy electrified play of the game. Chaz Anderson, Jeff Quinn's quarterback, made that happen. I don't know. I got a feeling all you producers in Bristol, Connecticut, that might have to get on some big college football plays on SportsCenter tonight, right?
Well, it should.
Should. I think so. I think so. All right, let's see what Northern Illinois does on the ground game. Cameron Bell. Now they're trying. Inside 4 minutes left, Doug.
Yep. And you know, obviously we're not going to see the ball in the air here. And let's see now. Look at the numbers. Wow. Unbelievable. 324 yards. Buffalo has outgained them by over 100 yards.
Well, and listen, that 484 yards, that's normally where the top offense in the MAC is, but that's Northern Illinois.
That's right.
The guys in the white.
Yeah.
Buffalo's defense done a pretty solid job today. That read option, Jazz Hopkins is absolutely devoured. Swallowed up, or that was Akeem Daniels. Look, check that. He snuck in and run that at the tail. But you see big number 99, Gordon Dubois from Andover, Mass, making that hit.
Yep, and now, you know, Buffalo has 2 timeouts left. They used one of them right there, and he had to. That was a good call by Jeff Quinn. You got to use a timeout right there. And I think you use another timeout on the next play if it's a run.
Dave Doran on the other side. He asked his offensive line with only a 7-point lead to start to surge, get off the football at the point of attack, but these first 2 carries in the ground game, they have not been able to do that. The win to Buffalo's defense.
You know, the Buffalo defense, except with, there you see Coach Inge right there, but the Buffalo defense, with the exception of that first drive of the second half, I tell you, they've buckled it up and they have played tough today against a very good offensive team.
Let's take a look at our Vonage scoreboard, and a lot of games going on around the country today. Oklahoma State pulling away from Missouri, Clemson blowing up on North Carolina. Arkansas has regained the lead on Ole Miss. Kansas State blows up in-state rival Kansas. Purdue beats Illinois. So the 14th team in the land went down. And this is Chandler Harnish. On 3rd and long, Harnish will throw underneath. That pass is caught by Nathan Palmer, but that's well short. A good 5 yards short of picking up the first down. Buffalo will get their hands on the football again.
And you don't have to take a timeout. That's really the key issue right there. You save a timeout now for your offense. And boy, this has been a wild one now, and it's starting to become really, really interesting here with 3:10 to go. Now, obviously, Northern will let the clock run down here. It's running now.
We'll come inside the 3-minute mark. Ball security again, a key issue for Devin Hughes, who's handled 3 punts well. Nair will hang this high, and Hughes will fair catch at the 11. He's 4 for 4 in fair catches, and if you fans are saying, well, what's that guy talking about? Why is he talking? Because it was that big of a problem. That big of a problem today for Buffalo. Let's take a look at our Marathon MAC scoreboard. Bill Cubit's Western Michigan Broncos have rebounded, but low-scoring battle in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Western Michigan on top by 3. Central Michigan on the road in Muncie, Indiana, with a 2-touchdown lead in the MAC West affair against Ball State. Ohio is at Akron in about 15 minutes. Temple and Bowling Green, keep an eye on that. Can Temple keep up the run they've been on? And then Toledo trying to go to 4-0 tonight at home against Miami's Redhawks, who, by the way, Doug, after an 0-4 start, Don Treadwell's team has won 2 in a row. Miami. Anderson has been pretty effective today by those numbers. Going back to work. Marcus Rivers made the grab on that quick post, and that's a first down. Anderson and Rivers hook it up again.
Okay, obviously now we're going to hustle to the football, get up and get lined up as quick as we can and get the call. I'm surprised they didn't have 2 offensive plays called there. They just called another one from the sideline.
9th catch of the day for Marcus Rivers, leading receiver on this Buffalo squad. Anderson now in trouble. Keeping a play alive with his legs. Chaz Anderson in open space. First down and a whole lot more. This Buffalo crowd loves that. The ability to keep plays alive, ad-libbing for Chaz Anderson.
And get out of bounds and stop the clock. He's had a huge day today in his play. I think he has played just fabulous for Jeff Quinn.
Chaz Anderson now, that was his 8th carry of the day for 46 yards. That was good for 18. This is Brandon Oliver. He'll explode through that hole. Oliver's got a quick 8 before Sean Krogar took him down. He and Ron Newcomb on the stops. Let's give him 9 yards for Brandon Oliver. He is now over with a 100-yard mark for the 4th time this year.
Good job of getting lined up. Next play called. Away we go.
Oliver again. Got stacked up, and again on that hit, it was Sean Krogar. That's a first down, though, as those chains move.
Yeah, and the clock stops, and the chains move, and they should be lined up and ready to go. By there the clock starts. They're still getting the play from the sideline. 4 wide receiver offense.
They have 1 timeout left. Yep. Keep you up to speed on that. 1 timeout left. Clock's inside 90 seconds. Anderson wanted to find Alex Newts, and that football sailed through his hands. Rashawn Melvin was covering for Northern Illinois.
A good job by Melvin on the sprint out. You always want to work to the outside pad of the receiver, and he did it. He was in good shape there. Nice job by Melvin out of Waukegan, Illinois, just a junior.
2 weeks ago right here at UB Stadium, this is what Chaz Anderson and his offense put together to come back and beat Ohio. Can they do it again? Anderson wanted to check down, and that throw sailed incomplete by Brandon Oliver. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yep, trying to hit Oliver on the crossing route, and really pretty good coverage by Schiller. And of course, and also, yeah, that was Schiller on the coverage.
Third and 10 for Chaz Anderson. Step up, and that football just sailed at him out of bounds. It almost looked like he threw it away, so he's going to live to play another down, and he needs to pick up 10 here to keep the drive and the game alive.
Yeah, this is the ball game now. 4th and 10. 1:15 left. They have a timeout.
Chaz Anderson of Buffalo 3 for 3 on 4th down pickups today. And Northern Illinois on defense will take their 2nd timeout, 30-second variety. They still have 1 left.
The reason I think for that timeout by Coach Dorn is Buffalo came out in a 3-by-1 set, and he wanted to make sure that they had their defensive adjustment set for them.
Let's take a look at our defensive play of the game, brought to you by our buddies at Cooper Tires with Sean Melvin on that pick 2 drives ago.
Yep, that stopped that drive, because remember, they were getting right down deep in Northern Illinois territory. Just think how different the game would be right now.
Sure. As it is, though, good one going on. You know, Buffalo, if you're just joining us, they've battled back at Northern Illinois. 2 second-quarter touchdowns, 2 third-quarter touchdowns. Went up 31-10. But that man, in his 2nd year trying to transform this Buffalo program into his likeness, Jeff Quinn and his offense, they've answered with 2 touchdowns that cut this deficit down to 7. Big play here to keep the drive and the game alive. Anderson firing for Newts. He made that grab in traffic. First down, Buffalo. How good is Alex Newts and able to put that football away in traffic?
Great coverage here, too, by Melvin. Well played. Good throw. Good catch.
Clock running. We approach 60 seconds left. No timeouts. Or, excuse me, 1 timeout left for Buffalo. Anderson in trouble. Chaz Anderson got the corner turn and will angle out of bounds. He stops the clock, and he got about 6 yards there to bring up 2nd down and 4. 55 seconds left. They still have a timeout. Do the Buffalo Bulls in their pocket for Jeff Quinn.
You know, and they are on the 22-yard line now. This is really exciting stuff at this point, I promise you.
31-24. Northern Illinois by 7, but they're being challenged heavily by Chaz Anderson and Buffalo. Anderson flushed out of the pocket again, and he will wisely throw the football away. Threw it away to bring up 3rd down and 4 now to keep Buffalo's drive alive with 48 seconds.
Well, yeah, they could run a draw here because they have a timeout left, but I would be surprised. I think we're going to see it up in the air, and if they don't get it, we'll see it up in the air again because now the clock is 48 seconds.
We're inside UB Stadium here in Amherst, New York, Northern Illinois at Buffalo. Michael Regai, Doug Graber, and all of our crew. Chaz Anderson fires. Marcus Rivers has got the grab put away, and he's down to the 8-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Buffalo's Bulls. 1st and goal from the 8. 43 seconds left. Clock stopped while they move the sticks. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock runs inside 40 seconds left.
The slant pattern has been there all day for Buffalo. All day.
Anderson will keep the football. Battles inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. And look at Jeff Quinn. He's off camera sprinting out inside the numbers at the 20-yard line to get his final timeout with his squad down by 7 and inside the 5 of Northern Illinois. Yeah, MAC Football Game of the Week, Marathon, our sponsor. Great to have you with us, everybody. Northern Illinois was on top by 21 for head coach Dave Doran. But Buffalo's come a-charging with Doug Graber and all the crew. I'm Michael Regai, and we have one of those, I like to call him, Doug Graber, fantastic, or actually magnificent MAC finishes. How's that?
Well, I guess so. I mean, at 23 seconds, they have time for 3 throws. The ball is on the 3-yard line. And, you know, the thing, that if I'm Jay Neiman, the defensive coordinator for Northern Illinois, the thing that's most scary here is the ability of Chaz Anderson to scramble and have somebody come open in the end zone.
But Chaz Anderson, just on that throw to Marcus Rivers a play ago, has surpassed the 400-yard mark through the air.
Wow.
401 yards for Chaz Anderson. Last time was Zach Maynard 2 years ago. The Buffalo quarterback threw for 400 right on the nose against Pitt. All right. Buffalo still has that timeout in their pocket. Oh, they just burned it. That's right. They just did call that. All right, Anderson look end zone. Off the hands of Ed Young. He ran that post corner, and it glanced off his hands to bring up 3rd down now, and goal from the 3.
Yeah, he's open right here. He's open, and just a slight overthrow right there. And again, that was Demetrius Stone, the safety on the coverage, because it's a 4-wide receiver setup.
I'm going to pose something to you here. Yep. I realize there's only 18 seconds left. Take a chance on trying to pop Brandon Oliver on an inside delay here.
I would not.
No.
Because if he
doesn't have to line up and clock it. Anderson will roll right. Look at that zone. Young's got it.
What a comeback by the Bulls.
Chaz Anderson hitting Ed Young. Got him running horizontal with that goal line, Coach Graber.
That's a well-designed play with the sprint out and a nice route. Wide open. Take a look at it. Nice throw by Anderson right there.
Need I say the all-important point for touchdown?
I guess.
From Peter Farden, the young man from Australia. He pushed it wide left.
That is devastating for the Buffalo Bulls and Jeff Quinn. Absolutely devastating. Amazing. Amazing. He looks like he's trying to kind of steer it through here. Good penetration. Yeah, he pulled it, no question. Oh, my.
A lot of disbelief, and, oh, you have to feel for that young man, 29-year-old Peter Farden, the former rugby player from Australia. They're going to review it from up top here to make sure, but unfortunately for Buffalo, and on the fortunate side for Northern Illinois, I think you clearly saw that he pulled that wide left.
Well, anxiety and emotions play such a huge part in college football, and there's just no question that this is misses.
Tries no good.
Yeah, I'd say by a couple feet. It's definitely failed extra point.
Buffalo has put up 20 unanswered points from the late third quarter, but they needed 21 to keep this football game alive, unless they can come up with a real late miracle here to get their hands on the football and make something miraculous happen.
Yeah, with 14 seconds left, and obviously onside kick.
You get the hands team out there, and so many good things that you could say you can build on, but Doug, the ultimate air let out of the balloon by not culminating what would have been 21 unanswered with the extra point. And now Dave Doeren in Northern Illinois will take their third and final timeout.
And the reason for that timeout is Patrick Clark and other kickers on the field, along with Peter Farden, and they're lined up in a formation where either one of them could kick it, and he wants to make sure that that Eddie Faulkner, the special teams coach, has them set and prepared for that.
You can join us next week. You can see a lot more tremendous Mid-American Conference football action like this. Central Michigan's Chippewas quarterback Ryan Radcliffe, who has had a very solid year, as you see, will head to Infocision Stadium, the campus of the University of Akron, where Brian Wagner and his middle linebacking tackling exploits and leads the MAC. It started noon, a little bit thereafter we kick. Make sure you check your local listings all over the Mid-American Conference Football Network. That's next Saturday, October number 29. Right here, 14 seconds left. A missed extra point a second ago has cost Buffalo's Bulls an opportunity to tie this football game up. Now they're trying to find a way to grab an onside kick. Farden will get that extra hop, but this one is securely put away as Northern Illinois' Martell Moore came up with the onside kick for the Huskies. There's your missed extra point that decided things.
Boy, I feel your pain, Coach Quinn.
And you feel for that young man as well. As we said, Peter Farden, Benny the Bull. Wow. The Buffalo fans, that's a tough one to have to swallow. There's no other way to say it. That is a very tough one to have to swallow. You have so many positives you build on. I mean, Doug, they were right there, that extra point away from going on a 21-0 run to tie this up.
Yeah. You know, and Northern Illinois is very, very, very fortunate to come out of this game with a win today.
Well, they are. They played good football in the middle part of it, did the Huskies, but they let Jeff Quinn and Buffalo come back from a 21-point deficit to get that close. 31-30. And now in the victory formation for Chandler Harnish, and that will be the final snap of the afternoon. So Dave Doeren and his Northern Illinois Huskies repel Buffalo by the missed extra point. Northern Illinois wins at 31-30. We're back to wrap it up in a moment.
build tires, but not like anybody else. We build our tires for people, not just cars. So more than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Like get up to $75 back on 4 qualifying Cooper tires during our Take the Money and Ride event. Get your rebate form and complete terms and conditions at a participating Cooper Tire dealer or CooperTireRebates.com. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
A lot of people's first question to me was, have you told your mom? And they imagined that it would be a really difficult thing. I don't think I had an appreciation of just how treatable and curable certain cancers are. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society pour a tremendous amount of money directly into research. A walk like this, I think it's a beautiful thing. Walk as if your life depended on it, because somebody's life does.
Hope you enjoyed it today as our final score. Northern Illinois stays right near Toledo in the MAC West. They beat Buffalo 31-30. You can join us for more Mid-American Conference football activity 1 week from today. Central Michigan takes on Akron. Noon Eastern. Check your local listing. Preceding an exclusive presentation of ESPN Regional Television, the worldwide leader in college sports. Now for all of our terrific crew and from our partner Doug Raber, I'm Michael Regai. Northern Illinois 31-30 over Buffalo. We bid you good weekend, everybody, from Buffalo, New York.
Together, they're perfect.
Talking about us?
Bones, tonight at 5 and 6 on My 50 Chicago.
Did you know about 25 million children in the U.S. grow up fatherless? These kids are more likely to drop out of school, 20 times more likely to end up in prison, and 50 to 100% more likely to be addicted to drugs. I'm attorney Jeffrey Loving. Our elite team of lawyers focus on protecting fathers' rights. Call me for help if you're a dad struggling with divorce, child support, or visitation. To learn more about your rights, call 312-356-DADS and visit dadsrights.com.
Lover's Lane is now Halloween Lane. Choose from hundreds and hundreds of sexy costumes. Don't delay because quantities are limited on every style. Many are as low as $19.95 and $29.95. Lover's Lane has awesome accessories. Create a custom costume that's unique to you. So skip those kiddie costume shops. Hurry to Halloween Lane at Lover's Lane and be what you want to be. 19 Chicagoland locations or shop online at HalloweenLane.com.
Can't find what you need in that overstuffed, outdated wallet? Stop damaging your credit cards or using money clips that aren't secure and get rid of those bulky old wallets that barely even fit. Now there's Illuma Wallet, the lightweight aluminum wallet that's indestructible. You'll be amazed at how much it holds. Credit cards, debit cards, club cards, cash, and more. The easy touch latch allows for quick access, and its accordion design makes getting your cards out easy.
It holds everything I need and then some. It holds pictures and credit cards and my driver's license. It's great.
Illuma Wallet is the perfect wallet for men and for women, and its compact size fits into any pocket or purse.